Recording is in progress. Okay, so we're just waiting for Garth to get his audio connection going. So while he's doing that, we are going to pass it over to Sage to do our introduction today.
Okay, we're on session 49. Hopefully it'll just be the one the one video this time.
Broken up.
We will see.
Yeah.
So basically we're at the Order of Mars in the mountain. We are basically planning a test for Sam and his initiation.
Right. Well, we don't need Sam for this anyway then. But we do need Alexi.
Yeah, we need Alexi.
Yeah, that's funny. Alexi's going to help plan Sam's thing.
It'll be like the easiest test ever.
Yeah.
He has to bounce in a bouncy castle for a day.
Right.
Done.
You have to basically blow it up. That's all.
Yeah.
And here's some C4.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
So much fun.
I'm not sure that's going to get approved, but you know.
I don't think so.
Can try. Okay, so you were planning a test for Sam. Okay, so Barry, as soon as you are finished munching, you can chime in. But in the meantime, Sage, would you like to have a conversation with anyone in the mountain presently, including Uther, or Mardon, or Scheherazade, or Gustavius, or Lord Pantheus, or any of their retainers?
Oh my god, goodbye Sam.
Bye Sam.
I think I will have a chat to kind of just want to have a chat to Alan at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
So down to earth.
All right, so really typically your retainers, Alan he actually came into the mountain, didn't he? Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Look at you.
There he is.
Can you hear me on these ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yep. Yay. Cool. Well done. Welcome back. Sweet. Were you able to hear us, or was it just purely?
No, it was just kept crashing. Like you could hear it go and then drop out.
Damn. Righty. Well, as stated, we just did a bit of a recap at the mountain, planning Sam's test, basically. And in any case, we were starting with Sage because Barry was eating, and you were going to talk to Alan. So you're in your room in the mountain, and Alan's sitting across from you, and he looks a bit like he's full of beans.
You're right there.
Yeah, I'm all right. You know, just I don't know what to do with myself. You know, there's nothing much for me to do around here. It's all work and no play, basically, and they don't even have fucking proper electricity in this place, do they? I mean, they've got like that cable running around, and you can plug in like 2 things before it crashes. It's ridiculous.
Well, is there anything that you want to do?
Well, I wouldn't mind getting out. There's down that village down there, there's a bit of a pub down there. I saw that on the way through, and I noticed that they had a bit of a park too, and I thought, well, maybe there's some people down there that might want to kick a ball around or something.
Oh, yeah?
You know, just a thought that I had.
We can go if you want. I was going to have a chat to the others about my idea. Well, but
there's a bit of a trick to it, and that I'm going to need a bit of help getting out past like that whole labyrinth thing on the way in here. I do not remember the way, and pretty sure there was some fucking deadly death traps in there somewhere.
Yes, don't worry. I'll take you.
You'll take me?
I remember. Yes, I've been here a few times. So
okay, right? You sure? Because like if you mess it up, it's just you just grow back a leg or something. If I mess it up, I could be dead.
Yeah, they really should sort out a better way of doing this. I can fly you across some of the trials.
Fly? Oh, really? Right, I guess.
If it's
I'm not excited about that idea, but we'll see. All right. So long story short, you get Alan out of the mountain, and he says goodbye to you, gives you a hug, and he heads off down the mountain to the township nearby.
Stay safe.
I'll do my best. Do my best. You too. All right.
If you need to get back in here, you could probably just message me.
All right. You get reception in there. Oh yeah, they've got some sort of booster or something. They said they cell phone tower of their own on the bloody roof of that thing.
They're
Hiding
pretty
in the room.
resourceful.
Pretty resourceful is right.
Mm.
All right. So Alan goes off, and I assume you go back into the mountain then. Okay. I'm getting the impression that that what's his face Bishop is wandering around in the corridors, looking at the art, the mosaics of ancient antiquity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoever did these?
Mhm.
Yeah, interesting.
Then you come upon a new area that is much newer. Well, it being new, it's newer, funnily enough, and it has newer style art as well. And you see the art form change somewhat and become much more modern. Almost, Bishop wouldn't know what it meant, but probably postmodern.
Not at all. I think I'll go back to the old ones. That was good. I'll go and see the old ones. More my style.
Right. Fair enough. And as you're on your way through there, you see Sage wandering through the corridors on the way back to her room from having let Alan out.
Hey, Songbird, how's it going?
Hi. I was just letting Alan out of here. He was getting a bit he was feeling like a caged animal, so
I do
had to
believe
let him out.
I do believe I know how he feels.
Does he have any ideas
About what?
about the test?
Yeah, I did actually. Why don't we just? Well, I want to hear yours first because yours are always better than mine.
As you're standing there, the pair of you hear a voice in your heads that says, "Shh, these halls are hallowed."
Do I know what that means? Since I know magic and stuff.
Fuck off back to your rooms and don't talk in the corridor.
Oh, okay. Echo! And then I run into my
A
vision.
huge black panther rips your head off.
Right.
I need that head.
I do believe we've been told to go back to our rooms. You know, nobody's told me to go back to my room since I was 10 years old.
Why don't we go to the library instead?
Yeah,
Come
let's
on.
go to the library.
Hopefully we'll find Alexi and then
You mean to tell me they have a library around here somewhere?
oh yes, we've been there
They want
multiple
to,
times.
yeah.
Are you feeling okay?
No, I just, well, I want to get out. Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
I've been here longer than you.
True.
All
Right.
right. This way, come on, let's go.
You
All
didn't
right,
even know
so-
there was a library. It's
What am I
let me
saying
show you.
What am I saying this way for when I don't know where the library is?
Exactly.
I know where the kitchen is. I
Right.
know where the kitchen is most important. Okay.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
We don't need him.
All
We
the
don't need a
ghouls-
kitchen.
All the ghouls hang out at the kitchen.
They hang out everywhere.
Yeah, but mostly at the kitchen.
Mostly, there are basically, as far as ghouls in this place are concerned, the general policy is that you don't bring them here, except
Who
for
asked your opinion anyway? Yeah. yeah.
shut down.
Yeah.
Shut
Anyway.
down the DM.
Anyway.
Shut down.
Anyway.
You know what happened
let's-
last time someone shot me down? This morning, actually. Their character died. But it was totally unrelated.
Oh, don't worry, I'm used to it. My characters seem to die rapidly. Okay, this way, let's go.
All right.
Where
So
do
you,
you want to go? You want to go to the library?
That's what I said.
in the
Okay.
distance behind you, you hear the sound of a growling cat.
Oh, yeah, we need to shut up now. Let's go. Let's find Alexi.
Okay. So you head into the library. Alexi, you wouldn't happen to be in the library, would you?
I probably would because there'd be computers and internet connections.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So you do find Alexi in the library, and you go in. You see Carl, who you might have met once or twice before. Do you know who Carl is? All right. And he is also using a computer not far from where you are, Alexi. He's copying some files onto a disk right now, burning a DVD disk. Yeah. Okay.
Right. I was, I came here to maybe have a chat about this test situation.
Yes.
Does this room have an echo?
Okay.
Echo! Sorry, I just needed to test it out. not.
You haven't been here too long as well, have you, Songbird?
No.
I'm beginning to think so.
Got here
Okay.
like yesterday or something.
Okay, you got an idea. You got an idea. He says
Yeah.
that- All right,
I
what is
do.
it?
Okay. Let me just bring up the old post because it was long and convoluted. And I don't know where I put it.
That was a really cool idea.
Hold on. Let me just search my mind. Give me a moment.
Time's wasting. Time's wasting. Come on, come on.
Computing.
Computing.
I don't know where I put it. Where the hell did I put it? It's probably in this one. Probably. Definitely not in this one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Now you know my pain.
Right. So basically, it starts off with the party where Sam is allowed to feed and mingle and have fun. Like Pantheus is, but without that Parisian flair. I didn't like that. We can make it like a pub or something. It's just anyway. The host offers Sam a book with a short story inside, or perhaps there is a singer that says the story in lyrics, like he does. The short story tells him about a train that will pass through at a certain time and place, but it won't be stopping. He needs to board it in any way possible. The story goes on to mention that there is a treasure aboard, and he has to sneak through the train to get to the cabin with the treasure inside. It is quite guarded, leaving him with options of how to deal with it.
At what point do I get to shoot him?
Any point. Shoot him right now if you want. And I'm just kidding.
He's in a box somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an easy target now. Anyway, so the issue, the issue is that the treasure isn't specifically stated in text, but hidden in an accompanying song lyric with a musical composition. So in my mind at that point, it was like a story, and then it'll have like a little paragraph where it's a song. Mm-hmm. After taking the reward, the train will sound an alarm and stop as everyone becomes on high alert. There's no town for a while, so he'll need to be savvy about getting away from the enemies that will be after him. He will need transport of some sort, even potentially trying to drive without knowing how. I know this, he keeps complaining about it. This is a part that I've added on since, by the way. He can be caught and potentially interrogated along the way to see if he's able to keep his loyalty. And then he will have to fight his way to freedom. The next destination in the story is a lakeside town where he needs to board a ferry to an island, potentially without money, without being able to speak the language, make it a little bit more difficult. He will be able to rest on the ferry, but there's no vampire safe place. So if he's wanting to sleep aboard, he'll have to create one. The story then directs him to the top of a steep mountain, and at the top he will place the item, create a beacon in the sky, and after that he'll be picked up and taken back. We could potentially be at the top of the mountain waiting for him as well, because I thought that'd be pretty ritualistic and kind of cool. I think that's all I really wrote. Okay.
We're not going through this with him. He's just going to do it himself.
No, but we will have to potentially be there along the steps of his journey.
You'll be there facilitating it.
Yeah, we have to make sure that it goes according to plan. We can even dominate him to make sure that this is something that he's going to do, he's going to pursue. I mean, if he wants to join the order, then he's going to have to go through this. And if he doesn't go through this, we'll have to.
You mean we'll have to liquidate him? Is that the word you're looking for?
Obliterate. Well, that's another fun word that was to be described.
Not castrate, though.
Girl, you've been with me too long.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
It has room for wiggling, which is nice. Things don't always go according to plan, so it's good to have wiggle room. Anyway.
Mhm.
All right. Alexi's there, right? He's listening to this conversation. Okay.
He thinks it's a good idea, especially like needing to go for a what we did over several weeks in a very short time. The big mission over the Alps and through to Milan and stuff, I was meaning. So yeah,
Well,
jumping on a ferry over the to an island and stuff could be good.
I thought this would be like if he does make it to the end, it would be a really nice story for him to, well, to think on. He can't really talk about with anyone. So
You can tell you guys about it all.
kind of
the
a
time.
journey. To me, it's kind of like a journey. I guess it's the lyricist in me, where you go from like things that are very comfortable for him, like train hopping, and it goes up the mountain, which is kind of like a journey to the peak, which is kind of like, we call this the mountain, so it's kind of like a journey to
It is the mountain
the
of
order of Mars.
initiation.
The mountain of initiation.
Yeah.
Alexi says there's an island,
Okay, cool.
and no, I mean, like that could work for this. Like if we ditch him on this island, him finding his way back over to Italy and stuff would be an idea. Sardinia? I don't know. Alexi would know better than I would, but that's me reading off Google Maps.
Right. As you're having this conversation, Uther enters from the back of the room. He comes past you and he nods at you as he goes past, and he goes over to a bookshelf and takes a book off the shelf. And
You could also
peruses.
ask the order if there's anything they actually want us to do while we're here, as well as use our little what you've just come up with.
What do you mean? Could you elaborate on that, please?
Well, I'm thinking that do they want something done, found, is something gone missing, and they think where it might, and they know where it might be, but the place needs to look at. Add that into it as well if you wanted. So
Uther
we do.
looks over at you as you're speaking. He says, "You're looking to kill two birds with one stone, I assume."
That's what I'm thinking.
Be careful. My thoughts on that, if you do not mind my interruption, would be that you may be confusing the issues.
Yeah, we'll just stick to one, and then we could do things for the order after that.
He is not ready to work for the order.
Mm.
Such tasks are beyond him now.
He does need to be tested.
He will need anything sensitive to the order cannot be farmed out to one who is not prepared. It's a matter of policy. Do you understand that? I also have some other thoughts for you if you are interested.
All right.
He comes across to your table. I could not help but hear some of your ideas, and whilst I think they are valuable and good, I feel that this test so far is fairly short and does not cover all of the required curriculum. It is a training mission, not just a test, and you will need to test him to his absolute limits in all areas, including social skills, which he will fail at first. He must learn.
That's why I have a few moments in my plan where social grace is going to help.
He will eventually be needed to rub shoulders with elders in all the great cities of the world. So you must prepare him for that.
Like teach him manners?
Whatever you wish.
That's probably what we can cover at the beginning. I mean, that's how Lord Pantheus did it.
Yes.
So
Perhaps
that's a
on
pretty
your
sick
island.
thing, by the way. A sick little charted picture. It might be best to do it backwards, because we could go. That could be the train at the beginning. I don't know,
Hmm.
train Fury, and then blood and gore as he tries to evade people, and then he gets to the top of that mountain.
I would consider all of the different skills that are required of a member of the Order of Mars: combat, leadership, deception, survival, all of these things, and then find ways to test them to their maximum limits. I'm sure that's what you're already doing.
Yes, well, that's what I've accounted for. There will be a part where he's tested as he goes a long distance without he'll be chased a long distance is what I'm trying to say. I think this plan of mine has most of it sorted. It's just there's parts where there's room to bring in more, such as if you wanted him to fight a Sabbat member, although in my opinion he's on his own. How do
you could provide him with allies.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking.
One of the things that he must be prepared to do and know how to do is to create ghouls at short notice, make them quickly and disposable, and use them effectively.
Okay, well, that's entirely up to him. If he feels that he needs allies, and there's probably going to be times where he will need
You should
them.
give him the opportunity.
Yeah.
Very well.
Anything else? Anything I'm missing?
Out of game. I'm just thinking through the tests that I gave you guys, and of
That's
course
what I
one of
thought.
them was the blood. Don't spill it, don't drop it, don't give it away.
Yeah, there's a test of loyalty in my words too.
Yep.
So although I think we're going to have to take things section by section, so like everyone's going to have to like come up with a greater detail.
Greater
These
plan.
like little
All right.
sections.
Uther says to you, I understand that Gustavius, if you were to speak to him, he has many resources that you may be able to obtain or utilize, including things like trains and vast tracts of land that are uninhabited and held for military use.
That would be perfect.
There is the Isle of out of game. Hold on a second. There is the township of Cefalu, which we have inroads into controlling. The prince there is under our influence, shall we say.
Cool.
Also Milan, but less so.
So what do you guys think? Can't hear you.
Sounds good. Let's throw him
But-
through some things.
He must be brought to his absolute limit, potentially even to torpor, if required.
I believe we'll test.
He
We'll
will
be
come
able to
out
do
of
that.
this much stronger than he went in. And he will get like 25 XP.
Or
And it totally won't be hard to put him into torpor.
True that.
He fought Sage rather well.
Right. So out of game, my next question is, how would you guys mechanically like to operate this? I'm prepared for two options. One is that you come up with a plan with as much detail as you can possibly put into it, and then you give it to me and then I'll run it for you. And then you guys can play NPCs or your characters, however you want. You can be disguised and embedded into the scenes. Like we could have him mind wiped so he doesn't remember who you are. And then you could be on the train having a party or whatever. Otherwise, I'm prepared to hand the DMing of the test over to one of you or whoever's running whichever test at a time, if you want to do it that way. Which could be kind of fun. So each of you could come up with your own test for him or more than one, and then you run those tests and the rest of us play NPCs, including me. And I guess the other option is that we roll some dice and we decide whether or not he passes the test. which is a bit lame to be honest, but you know, it's an option. So would you like to vote on this or talk about it, discuss, debate in or out of character? Probably out of character, seeing as it's an out of character issue.
I think I like the first option.
You want to hand over the tests to me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys gonna have to do some work.
I was gonna say I'd like to pursue them.
You want to be in the pursuit party?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we should
A million faces will help.
Okay, and
we should take it in chunks and yeah.
All right, we'll do it in
With a
chunks.
sword.
And Sam and Alexis, you happy to play both ends of that team?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll chop his hands off. I mean, what?
She said.
You'll be mutilating your own character. That's terrible. Okay. All right.
Does Philippe have to be part of this test?
Oh, Philippe can be if he wants to be. Would you like Philippe to be part of it? I mean, he could be a really useful asset, actually.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. All right. He'll be there.
Which brings me to my next.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
He took this lot through their test, even though he didn't know he was taking this lot through their test and his test.
That's true.
So he could as well go with this guy.
Well, would he like to volunteer for that?
Yeah, he'll volunteer for that after Bishop talks him into it.
All right. Well, also figure out the nature of your tests. Make it very clear what the nature of your tests are going to be, and then decide whether or not you think it's appropriate. Because it might be it's just not needed, you know, depending on what you guys do. But on the other hand, having an embedded person like Philippe could be really useful.
Yeah, well, that's all he's going to do. He's going to embed himself, and we come up with a test, and I just go with it. And and Bishop will pursue them in different ways.
With what I've come up with, it was more of a solo mission. I'd say maybe at some point he could join, but it's best for him to.
Well, he also has
it
to prove
alone.
that he can work with others. Also, this is the other thing: be part of a team is a part of a test, part of the test. Should we
Yeah,
say? That's
I
a
think-
test.
Yeah, I think hold off on Philippe. There can be a part where he hops in.
Make
If you
it
want to
cons-
climb the mountain, Philippe climbing a mountain. I jest. We can slot you in somewhere, but I don't think you should be there from the get-go.
Overall and out of game, I feel that you've got some really good ideas, and you need more. You're like about a third of the way to having a whole test.
That's such he's one person, and
Yeah.
you can really stretch out what I've got and just.
It's true.
Hmm.
It's true. Well,
Wow.
show me how to stretch it out.
Okay, well, for the first for the first thing, you could how many sessions would you
How many
have
sessions do you want to
attended?
do for it? I mean, we could do it all in one session, and that would work. If you want to just skip through it, because it's only one character, and you've done tests before, so you know it might not be that exciting to do it, you know, over 5 sessions again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would make more sense to run it over a shorter session. How do you feel about that, Garth?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Get back into the story.
All right, and we can truncate it a little bit too, in that sense. Leave out the boring bits and cut to the chase.
And we got to kill the
To the
dog.
chase. No, God no.
We've got to kill the dog.
No,
We've got
Al.
to kill the dog. It's his
I reckon we
one
should try and
weakness.
get him to get some information out of someone.
What I mean is,
Are you kidding me?
what I
Our ghouls
mean
were not
is-
touched. So
listen. What I mean is Bishop, which I'm playing, it's one of his weaknesses. We've got to at least make it look like the dog dies in some form.
we
He's
really don't have
devoted to the dog. According to the reports, he's devoted to the dog.
Why would he want to join the Order of Mars if he thinks we've killed his dog?
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that we have to see how he deals with loss.
We can give him someone to lose.
If
We
he's
can
not
manufacture that.
connected to them, it won't matter.
Uther says to you,
Did we
Bishop
lose? I
is
didn't lose
right.
anyone.
You
On that
suffered in
test?
other ways.
Please tell me how I suffered.
Oh, you did not suffer. Do you need to be tested more?
No, I think hanging around Bishop is enough suffering.
The brief is to
Well, you should-
test him to his absolute limits.
None of our ghouls were affected at all. Like we never.
Is that relevant?
I just think we should probably leave the dog out.
The dog doesn't have to actually die. You understand
That's
that?
right. That's right. He has to think it died.
I mean, acting.
It just seems unnecessary.
No, it's not. He has to face death like he has to face life.
I honestly don't remember a single moment where I was worried about anything dying.
Alexi
Wow.
says as long as you treat the
Have I
dog
had a
well
charmed
when you're
life?
kidnapping it, it shouldn't be a problem.
You weren't worried about you all dying in a like sinking into the ice lake in a truck,
I knew we were going to get out of that.
did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm very confident in my
I was a
driving.
bit worried.
Well, then, Russell, you need to try a lot harder.
Barry, I can see that. I can see that. I'm reevaluating
Work harder.
my whole modus operandi is perhaps about to change.
If you
You
hurt
asked for
Alan,
this.
if you hurt
asked for
Alan,
this.
I'm going to approach you.
You're gonna
and
approach
I'll chop off your ponytail.
Oh no. Right,
Believe me, this guy's girlfriend didn't talk to him for days and days and days. And he still did it.
That's true. It was
Is
2
that
weeks. She
the
didn't talk to
terrace thing?
me.
Or-
Yeah.
Right.
Hilarious.
Okay.
All right. So, what's the plan?
I already said my plan. Do you guys have any? Aside from killing a dog or killing a dog to, I don't know what kind of emotion it's going to stir. It's,
I don't know. Maybe we give them the same as what we have, but a bit more condensed. We throw them off on that island that I chucked into the chat because I'm not going to try and butcher the name again. And we just dob him into the cops. So he's transporting heroin, and at the same time give him his blood, and let's see what goes. Like we're all in our own ways able to be there along the way to either make things harder or easier as it goes.
You could out of game you could probably gain control of a police precinct somewhere or another.
We could on the island.
Which island are we talking about using?
The island that
In Discord chat and your one, I've like drawn a little map with a little arrow.
Oh,
I tried to say the name of the island, I completely butchered it, and I
Like
don't want to try
Sicily?
again because... Is that Sicily? I don't know. I'm terrible. Like,
if that's Italy, then that island is Sicily, yeah.
yeah, throw them there and just throw them to the dogs.
Well, Sicily's a pretty big place, to be fair. There's a number of cities there, and that's where the mafia come from.
yeah,
Yeah, I recognize the name. I just didn't realize that was the island.
it's their home, pretty much.
I'm not going to embarrass myself further with my geography.
Okay. Well, there are a number of islands, Uther will tell you actually, that are somewhat abandoned ancient places laying about the Mediterranean that have little on them but ruins. If that would be of any use to you.
that'd be perfect.
There are also at least one island which is near Greece that has like a town on it. It has a mansion on it where some old dude lives, and there's a few ruins laying about there as well, a school, a very small community of 50 people living on it. And the people all live at one end, and except for this one dude that lives at the other end who apparently is a vampire. And has had contact with Uther in the past. So, that's a possibility. Just
He
throwing
should
ideas
also be
out.
hunted down,
That's what I said.
like with people with guns.
That'll be my job. I'll hunt him down.
Well, yeah, I mean, other things that you can do are things like put his name out on various wanted lists, put his face all over the place, and dump him in the middle of a location where, you know, everywhere he looks, his face is on the wall. Something like that, and have the actual cops go for him.
Yeah, put him in a social occasion. Make sure he has a real good time.
This is all
And
stuff
then-
I've mentioned before.
Put him on the island.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
trying to flesh it out.
I like the train idea a lot. And
That's why I
like,
thought,
Same here, that was
Too.
cool.
I do too.
like on the way from like the train, he'll have to stop it at some point in order to hop off,
right,
because from then on the chase begins, and the chase will go for a long distance until. So that's the part where we need more fleshing out is in there.
right, yes,
But there will be a chase within there.
right.
There'd also be the potential of
Other
torture
tests.
and interrogation.
right.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
stuff
gotta
like
try
that.
and get information out of someone either by
And that's when
failing
after that, that's the
social or-
ferry.
Okay, so the so act one is the social occasion that ends with this train ride.
Hmm.
Act two is the train
Idea.
ride. Choo 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 choo. Mystery to be solved on the train. Climaxes with a fight. Train derailed on a bridge or something.
I've got an
I
idea.
thought a derailment would be pretty cool, but it doesn't necessarily have to happen like that. It's up to Sam.
Right.
I've got
He can just jump
idea,
off.
says Bishop.
Mm.
Right. He goes to the social event.
Sam might be earning fortitude by jumping off trains.
Yeah.
Right.
He goes to the social event, and the main person at the social event, be it Lord, like we dealt with, the guy we
Lord
dealt with,
Pantheus.
Lord Pantheus, says, can you deliver this package to a certain person? And he doesn't tell him what's in the package, okay? He doesn't tell him what's in the package. He just said, would you deliver this to me, for me? And then he gets on the train. And Lord Pantheus can make him aware that others are interested in this package. So at least he gets a heads up.
Can you tie the package into the story idea that you had with
The way that I've done it is that he is tested in either stealth or something, because he has to steal something that is on the train guarded by people.
right,
He could go in and he could slice them up, just make a real mess of it,
right.
or he could
As long as he
be
gets
potentially
back with
persuaded. Yeah.
the thing, right.
So
So there's you'd passed the combat test, you passed the objectives test, but you'd failed the stealth, you failed the subtlety.
yeah, exactly. You'll have options if you
Right.
do it this way. The whole like story thing is it means that he sort of has to break it down, which in my opinion is like getting him to think intelligently, or
Cryptically,
trying to put the pieces together.
narratively. and
Exactly.
Yeah. Sort of a little bit of investigation, basically.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like the idea of giving him a lot of options and seeing what he does.
I don't see a problem with the package issue being a part of the test. It might just not be the same part of the test. I'm not sure, or it could be somehow combined.
Got to get something from A to B.
What if you've got to get the package from the
was
train?
the package was the treasure,
Right.
which
so-
isn't entirely. Yeah, that's the more cryptic part. He has to try and figure out what it is.
How big is your treasure?
You don't know yet.
Exactly. None of us
But
know.
Here's my thought. I really need to have an NPC in this conversation.
We've
and
got
it's-
Carl.
Carl is there.
Got
Yeah.
Uther. Yeah.
Well, let's say that they sit down with you and have a conversation with you to help you nut this out. That way we can shortcut some of it without having to role play every little thing. My thought was that what if he has to get the package from the train, that's the treasure, but then that package is a fucking magnet for all kinds of bullshit that's just going to follow him. And
That's
not
what I'm
only
thinking.
that,
Dropping a minute.
not only that, but the package is bugged and tracked, and possibly even scryed upon.
I mean, it could be more of the master's blood or something.
Well, that's of course the other thing is that you guys got the master's blood, and he has to learn how to deal with that and what to do with it and when to use it, if to use it, that sort of stuff as well. So that should all be in there.
That could be the treasure, or a part of the treasure.
That should probably be the treasure,
because at the end of the day, that's what we're all after.
Yeah, it makes sense that it would be the master's blood. That's the thing. It's the most precious thing that the Order of Mars has, basically.
Now the
Maybe
question
one
is,
of us needs to be on the train that he steals it off.
Yeah, well, it makes sense that you need to be guarding the train, that no imposters come along and steal it either. You don't want this accidentally going wrong and winding up in the hands of somebody else.
so it
True.
really,
Because Alexi could go on looking like just about anybody,
True.
and then
Yeah.
like, beat him to a pulp.
Then you
if
could
he
play
gets
both your
lucky.
characters in the same scene all the way through.
we
You
need
can fight
to,
each other.
They could fight
Yes.
each other.
That would be very one-sided, but yeah.
we need to take over
So-
the.
I'd
we
like
need
it's
to-
50-50 for me, and I like Alexi more so far, so more attached.
Right.
Mm.
So things that are at your beck and call include anything from tank divisions to military helicopters, gunships, and stuff like that. You could access an aircraft carrier is available to fly onto and off of. Also, if you want to isolate someone in the middle of fucking nowhere, or put them in a very strange situation. As I say, a couple of islands under the influence of the Order. The town down the hill from here, of course, is very influenced by the Order. They have a lot of control over that town. The people that come and go from there, they don't remember anything about this mountain, and yeah.
So Bishop, you can handle that part after the train. When he hops off the train, that's when you start your hunt, because you'll love it. It'll be so much fun. Capture him at some point. Try and
have him escape.
yeah.
Let him think he's escaped.
All right.
Give him an opportunity, and make sure see that he takes it. If he doesn't take it, the opportunity is the test.
Yes. I mean, he's not very good. I don't imagine he'd be very good with bombs. That's something that we had to deal with, but there was more of us.
With what?
With bombs,
Bombs.
explosives. Yeah.
Right. Well, he will need to be tested for his fear of Rostrak.
Okay. Right.
So fire is a thing. Bringing him close to daylight is a thing. See how he operates with no blood, no willpower. You want to burn him right down and turn him into a powder keg.
Seeing as we're going across many different islands. At
He
one
probably
point,
needs
the
to frenzy
ferry.
too. Actually, that's probably part of the test. If you can get him to.
I didn't frenzy. I haven't frenzied once.
Lord
If we
of
get weird, I like grow a tail.
Like the only gangrel that never frenzies.
I'm not exactly a standard gangrel.
We have a KT. All right.
But yeah,
Lord of
anyway, I was thinking along one of the ferry journeys, we could potentially blow up the ferry, or one of the ferries.
We're gonna need
sucks, but-
disposable
Start a
men
fire with it
too.
on him. Like, why not just set fire to the ferry while he's on it in the middle of the ocean?
Exactly.
See
The-
how.
But then again, we've got to be careful about drawing too much heat on us. So, like, as long as we're distant from this, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, a certain amount of heat like that can be shut down. Gustavius could shut that down. That wouldn't. You could get away with that. It wouldn't be a problem. More of an issue would be the fact that if you burnt his ferry down, he'd have nowhere to hide, nowhere to sleep, and he'd probably die.
There
No,
are.
he can. He's got protein level 3, so he could probably go to
There'll
the
be,
bottom of the ocean and.
like the lifeboats and stuff. He's got options. There will always be options. You just have to be smart enough to
So make
use
sure
them.
that you've given them to him as well,
Exactly.
and remind the DM that you've given them to him. Because if you don't tell me what his options are, I might not highlight them during the session.
All right, it's Bishop says to Uther, you'll need disposable men.
Yes. Well,
So
that is
I'm
your
assuming-
department,
Not
is it
need
not?
them, as the case would be.
Not need them, so to speak. Correct. Yes.
Mercenaries.
Yes, mercenaries. What are we gonna do about? I was tested with what do you call them? The creatures. The creatures.
Schlachter,
The
Most,
Samisi,
Zamit.
that kind of thing. What about that kind of thing? Is he going to come up against the bat kind of thing? And do we have that?
Well, as it so happens, we do have options.
Good.
I believe Lord Gustavius has some things of ill repute locked in a basement somewhere. They can be shipped, crated by chopper.
Those would be good on the island because then they'd be confined to a place.
Good idea.
We were also tested with Philippe's presence, so maybe send him along with him.
Savage.
No offense, Philippe. You're a good man if you're in the room.
Okay.
I mean, one option would be that you guys go into this as a party, and you've all had your mind wiped, except that you've got certain dominate triggers that you have to follow.
See, this would be fine if it was, Dr. Shipman, but we've already done our test. I don't really want to.
Well, Philip
Go through
Philippe
it.
had already done his test. He was part of the next one. I mean, the thing is, you wouldn't be under fire. That's the thing. You would be, your lives wouldn't be in danger. You'd just be part of the scenery. But that's fine if you don't want to do that.
And especially make sure certain things happen.
Right. It's the thing most missing is the teamwork aspect, that he doesn't have any team to work with, and
Right.
he's a game runner.
Who are we? Now, that's my next question. Are we bringing any new applicants into the order?
Possibly, yes.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. What if we make
What about teaming up with those people?
Okay, well, quickly out of game, Luke suggested to me today that he was interested in making another character that was more Order of Mars friendly. So that might be an opportunity. But that being said, we all know how often Luke turns up. So, which actually is usually quite often, given that he has a kid and stuff and all that shit. But it might just be inconvenient. That's all. We might not be able to schedule it easily.
yeah.
What about you, Sage? Got a new character idea?
Don't really know if I want to bring my character ideas to life at this moment.
You're waiting for V5, aren't you?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've got a couple ideas that would be good for that. But yeah. For the
Okay.
long game, I suppose.
The long game.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I can throw NPCs in with you. There's that
Yeah.
with Sam.
A lot of NPC.
I mean, yeah. I know, Barry, you like playing NPCs. You could play an NPC with that if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll play an NPC.
We can bring in the NPCs after the train. I'm choking on my own.
I've had an idea for a guy that's a survivalist and an archaeologist.
Ah,
Yeah.
his name is Indiana?
No, definitely not.
All right. His name is Idaho.
And then trains as
No.
well on top.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can talk about these things. Anyway,
Do I get the point? Give me the point. Give me the point. Give me the point. Give me the point.
the point,
Yeah, you said
the point
whoever
being-
comes up with the best idea
Would
Mhm.
get experience point.
can get a point in a discipline.
All right. A point in a
It's-
discipline.
It's recorded as well.
That is recorded.
So,
We haven't heard Luke's ideas yet.
oh, he doesn't have an idea.
He doesn't have-
I asked him,
Yeah.
like legitimately, I asked him, because I was gonna say it out for everyone, but he didn't have anything.
Oh well.
So
You're
so
all
he's out of it.
fired. Okay. Fair enough. All right then. So you're looking for a discipline, are you?
Yes.
But I don't know. I like the Lexi's ideas too.
I guess it's the overall picture.
Overall picture.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I will get back to you with this after long consideration. See how these ideas flesh out yet.
That's unfair.
It's
I worked so
unfair.
hard on this.
Cry. Yeah, I know you do. It's appreciated. It's appreciated.
I refuse to do any more of this. So there will never be another time.
So do we have any more ideas from anybody else? Do you guys have any more to add here at this point?
You could. What? No.
You could always go get him to steal something off that toreador he pissed off.
It's not bad.
Or
But
we
it's that
could.
sort of chaos we can't contain.
Yeah, that is true. You can't contain that chaos.
Yeah.
Putting him in a situation outside of anyone's domain is probably quite important, or at least within the purview of the order's domain.
Well, okay. If we've got the train idea, which is excellent, and then we've got the island idea and putting the Samisi and all those things on the island.
Right.
And but the thing is, how is he going to get from the train to the island, and why? Why is he going to get there?
So from the train, he gets chased to the coastline.
Yep.
By all of you guys and your forces of whatever, however you want to do that. That's all to be fleshed out.
Yeah.
And it depends on where you do this, because there may be more or less towns. There may be a river. There may be a road. Who knows? So depending on
I got an idea.
So you chase them to the coast. Then at the coast, there'll be a town where there will be a ferry, which he needs to get onto. He takes the ferry to the island, and island is Act 3. That's the conclusion. End of that whole sequence. He gets whisked away to the mountain and inducted.
The reason why he'd be following this is because it's in story form, and he should be following it according to the story.
Maybe he's got to steal a book that you write.
Well,
you write some lyrics for him, and then put it in a book that he's got to pinch off somebody.
No, I got no.
Uther suggests
put it on a boat that's on fire.
Uther suggests to you that if you want to do a story, you should use a formula such as IAO, Isis, Apophis, Osiris, life, death, rebirth.
That's why I thought the mountain would be a good place to end it. It's kind of like a rebirth into the path of the order minds.
Rebirth at the mountain.
All right.
What is the mountain in a box or on his own steam?
What does everybody think of this? The Sabbat want the blood. They chase him. They chase him to an island. And the island, or the village, or whatever it is where, and that's why he goes there, because he's being chased by the Sabbat. We'll make some ways of him figuring out that these guys are Sabbat. In fact, I might catch him for a while, keep him prisoner, and act like a Sabbat, and he'll have no memory of me.
Right.
I mean,
right.
That's fine. It's all a part of the story. You can add that in. The Sabbat
he'll
flavor
have no memory of me, and then he can escape, and I can chase him, and I can herd him towards that direction. Going off the coast.
That was already discussed, Bishop. That is what would be the best plan. And that's in your hands.
Yes, but we've
good man.
got to make A, B, C, D, and the rest all add. We can't just say we're going to do that. How are we going to do that? What are we going to use to do that? That's what we need to knock.
Oh, lost you there.
Yeah, that's what we're going to need to figure out. What do we need to do that? What do we need for the train sequence? What do we need for the, yeah. Because we're going to have that train secured, but it's got to look like a real train with real people in it, with real...
Carl says to you that he's
Setting.
going to go away and organize the train for you now.
Thanks, Carl.
It's probably going to be one of
You're
the
awesome.
Siberian trains. Okay, so he fucks off to do that.
I do think having one of us along on the way that he doesn't know, you know, to sabotage him constantly. Like, I know it was unfortunate bad luck with Philippe, but, you know, we had that constant on our ass as well.
Well, he can't see invisible creatures, or not that I know of. I doubt he will be able to. So if someone like you just disappears the entire time.
He also knows he needs to know when not to trust strangers.
Sure, we can put that in there quite easily.
Mm-hmm.
We done here?
Very
Stand
well.
up.
Well, okay, so what do you want to do? You want to give me a list of bullet points for next session and run it then? Or do you want to, how do you want to go about this?
Next decision, what do we? Because yes,
I
can easily do that for you if you want.
Well, it's
Give me
going
that
to
point
need,
though.
yeah, I mean, it's going to take, there's going to need to be some finesse to the plan so I can run it the way that you planned it.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So what do you guys do after your meeting then?
I'm going to take a bath.
Ah, very well. So you head to the baths.
Mhm. Just
Okay.
I hop in and I just relax because that was a bit heated. Now I'm fully heated
Mm-hmm.
in a bath.
Right. And Scheherazade comes in and she climbs into the bath opposite you and nods to you. Are you well, Sage?
Yes, I'm fine.
You seem a little conflicted.
Do I?
Perhaps.
Okay, maybe I am conflicted. I'm conflicted by the fact that I'm conflicted.
Where is this conflict coming from, child?
I don't know. You tell me.
What is your aura telling her right now?
I'm confused.
Okay.
Oh,
What are your surface thoughts?
wow, this bath's really nice.
Right.
You know, finally I have a moment to myself. Oh wait, no, someone's here. Oh well,
Dang.
I'll just have to. I'll have to be social. That's fine. I can do this. You can do this, Sage. It's fine.
You notice that two of the panthers have entered the bath and they're walking around the outside of it.
Oh, hello, panthers. What were their names again?
I don't know that you were given names.
We
I
might have been.
I might have. I vaguely remember that, but I don't recall what they were.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If they're here, there will be. Wow, I planned the shit out of that. Milan. No, I don't think I've got names for them.
Lefty and righty. You'll never know which one is which.
No.
Mittens and Snowball.
Oh, one of them.
Cute.
What were they called?
Probably something.
Luca Khan is one of them.
Ah.
I can't remember the other one. It'll come back. You're right, they did have names. Because I stole them from my pet names from Neverwinter.
Oh.
Anyhow, so you're in the bath. Scheherazade, she just checks in on you to see that you're okay and everything is fine, and then she leaves you alone. You have your bath and you're all rested. Alexei, what do you do during this period?
Hey, Bishop, let's go train.
What?
You
Let's
said,
go
Bishop, let's go
train.
train.
I've learned some new tricks with the sword. I'll show you.
Yeah, I know. I saw them
All right.
for about 2 seconds. All
Okay.
right. All right.
So Bishop and Alexei go off to train. Sam spends some time sleeping with a steak in him.
Look, Alexi,
Guys.
as much as I love to train with you, I've got to figure out this train thing and how I'm going to hunt our prey.
Alright.
Okay? So, what Bishop's going to do is he's going to get a map of the area, and figure out where they can get the train from that's very secluded. He's looking for a secluded track.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And so it'll probably be through somewhere like Romania or some Eastern European country that's close to Russia and the Soviet Union and on the verge of collapse.
Yeah.
Here in the year
90s was
2000.
good for that.
What is?
90s was good for that.
The 90s was good for that, right?
Yeah. So he's trying to figure it out so he can secure it better. So he can secure the train better.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's got to get people on that train and figure out, because people are going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to get hurt. So has the order got any prisoners that they want to get rid of? Or?
Well, they do have a number of vampires on tap in the cellar, staked in the same room that Sam is in fact, right now.
Okay.
You know, a number of old Sabbat vampires, younger Sabbat vampires, you know, could pretty much bring them out of torpor and have somebody dominate them into at least for several days worth of activity.
Yep. Okay. Dominate them into believing they're Sabbat for a start.
They already are Sabbat, so that's not
Oh,
hard.
good. That's easy. Because he didn't know whether they're Sabbat or not.
What you will have to do is give them a bunch of memories and explain why they're there.
Okay. They are basically on this train to pursue and to. Some of them are to.
Are they going to start on the train, or are they going to have? Is Alexei going to have a head start, or do they have a head start?
They will be on the train, and their job is
Sam's
to
got to
look.
be able to jump onto the train.
Their job is to observe a certain person and at their nearest convenience try to take what he is carrying away from him.
Right.
Okay. And they will be getting X amount of money for this.
Okay.
Okay. They're not
Sabbat, they don't care so much about money.
Yeah. Well, whatever Sabbat care about.
Well, they care about the blood of Methuselahs.
Yeah, and they will be getting a reward of a liquid nature.
Okay.
For their efforts. And if he should escape, once he's captured, he's meant to be brought to my character, who will be totally different.
Okay.
Well, disguised, as you say.
Right.
Yeah, disguised. And then we will let him escape, of course. You know, I will let him escape. I've got to figure out a way that he can do that. You know.
Another option within the Order of Mars that you would not have available to you if you were purely Camarilla characters, you could literally create 5 vampires and send them to go and kill him. That's how the Sabbat do it.
Because we are Sabbat.
Is that Order of Marzi? Is that something that Alexis would volunteer to do, being that he's losing his humanity?
Order. Well, yeah. Well, actually, yeah. Alexi, you've been training in the path of Mars, right? And
Yep.
in fact, all of you have to some degree, right? I'm inclined to say that you may switch to the path of Mars now, but if you have like 6 humanity, you would have 5 path of Mars. You'd be 1 behind after the switch. I think that's going to be very tricky for Sage.
Bishop. It's going to be tricky for Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop's
I
already
don't know
got
how to
like
beat 6 in Mars, but yeah, well, Alexis is like, let's create some vampires and they can hunt them down. Then we have control over what goes on.
Sage, you're not so excited about switching to a path at this point, are you? Or were you planning to?
I'm kind of. It's on my mind, but it's not at the forefront.
I think that when Scheherazade comes across you in the baths, she may spend some time talking to you about ethics and things, and the various ethics that have been held over the many centuries in the past. And she's basically sort of priming you for the possibility that there are other ways to think about life, death, and all of this stuff. And vampires didn't always follow these rules, and the Camarilla is a relatively new thing, and so on and so forth. And this idea that humanity is what it is, but you're not a human. It doesn't suit you. You have these urges, and you can't necessarily always control them. And you have a much greater ability to control yourself if you were to follow the path of Mars, which will prevent you. I mean, and at this point, you've never frenzied, so I guess it's somewhat moot for her. So it makes sense for a character arc that she's going to resist the path of Mars as long as she can until such time as she frenzies the shit out of something, and then she might start thinking about it. I don't know.
Maybe.
She grows some years or something.
Yeah.
No. No.
Beast traits. I
I'm
have to
okay
say,
to.
I like the beast traits better in V5.
I agree. I
They only
agree.
last for like an hour or
It
something.
makes so much sense,
Right.
and it's
yeah,
more subtle.
much more subtle. I mean, honestly, playing characters with I've never used beast traits particularly, except in really extreme circumstances, and that's only for NPCs anyway. So that
There
you
was
like
only like 10 frenzies in you're an animal. So.
right. Okay. Okay. So yes, that's Scheherazade gives you that whole speech, whole package, gives you some books to read, adds them to your list of curriculum.
Oh God, I'm so freaking busy. I'll just take them to my
Carl
desk.
has also given each of you a copy of a book called The Prince's Primer and a copy of a book called The Book of the Damned that includes an essay called The 5 Pillars of Power that you must read as soon as possible. Out of game, these are all probably in PDF print, actually. They're all 2nd edition books. And they've got really great stuff in them. I recommend that you do read them because they're really fun. Anyway, so at the end of the night, you're given some leave time, and somebody suggests that, if you want to, you can head off to Milan for the evening and spend some time for yourselves. You can continue your planning if you want or whatever, but you don't have to hang out in the mountain the whole time.
I'm gonna jump on that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, would Alexi and Bishop actually be allowed to go out? They've still got the veiny auras.
They can go to the town, certainly, and if they're careful, they may well be okay. Probably don't go wandering into Elysium or certain highly vampire controlled spaces, but
which is where I intend on going.
it's where you intend on going.
Yeah.
Right. That's an issue. Yeah, I can't see a way around that.
Bishop's
Go
busy.
off and do other things. It's fine.
Go off and do other things. All right. The only other thing I can think of is that we did say a certain number of months had passed by, didn't we? Unless we're at the end of that 6 months. No.
We haven't skipped any time since
Wow.
since these two diablerized.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was a few sessions before that. I think Kid had just left or something, and then we skipped forward, if I don't know, a month or so.
Right.
Well, no,
So,
we
yeah.
could have just spent a few months over here in Milan
Yeah, I mean, we could.
random training.
I'm
Sam's been in a box this entire
fairly okay
time.
with that.
No, Sam can be in a box until he's needed again.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Sam's not going anywhere, right? You know, and that's all part of his test too, is just surviving the box. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, so your 6 months has passed. You hang out at the mountain. That's how you get your discipline anyway, Sage.
Thank
Right.
you.
You guys,
Precious.
I'm gonna fuck with your character sheets for a minute to reflect present training. Lexi, we'll do you first.
You got done. Got done.
I could say the most inappropriate things.
I think after 6 months, surely Sage and Alan would have gotten closer.
Quite likely, yeah, for sure. And so Alan's been a ghoul now for like the better part of a year, I expect.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds about right. I'll get him like a little cupcake when it gets to the year. It's been a whole year. There's a cupcake for you with a little oh nope, a little candle that's not lit.
In my time at the
Dangerous.
order,
Yep,
and I've got a little short sword and sheath that I can wear.
definitely can.
Because obfuscate would cover that, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
And the other thing that you will learn in that 6 months is that there are a number of ranks within the order that you didn't even know existed. There is a council that sits at the top of the order called the Suprema, and that there are knights of the Order of Mars. Few and far between. There are several, but you know, there's like 5 or 6 of them that you are aware of.
That's probably what I'd work towards.
Right, and that's pretty much what everyone is going to be working towards, is to become a knight of the Order of Mars. Before, the idea is to get you to the point where you become that before Gehenna happens. That's their objective. So at the moment you're kind of like neophytes at the bottom of the pile, and this after you've performed this test with Sam, then you will be on track to become, you know, towards this knighthood, and that involves a lot of study and training and running around and doing missions specifically. There will be specific missions for that. Yeah. Okay, so Alexi, I have updated your character sheet, I think. Nice. I see that you've changed the name of your humanity path to Mars. Excellent. Was there anything on this list
Oh, whoops, I just realised.
on your skills and stuff that you might want to add to, particularly that you were?
Maybe survival.
Yep. I dropped one there.
Oh, sweet, cool. I had 0. That was.
Yep. I've given
I
you.
suppose I was a nurse.
I've given you a.
That's cool.
Cool. All right. Excellent. Egg salad.
About too much, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, basically, I just put a couple of dots into some skills. I haven't added anything to disciplines or anything like that.
You chucked the disciplines last time.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Alexi. You're good. Bishop. Bishop. Okay.
You already did him.
Yes, you might be right. I'm looking at
He
your character
ran
sheet.
as fast as a rocket.
That's right. Okay, good. He's sorted. And I guess I'll look at Philippe.
Philippe hasn't been.
Okay. Philippe's going to learn a dot in stealth. I'm going to give him another dot in. Ooh. Dot in computer for Philippe. What is it? Oh, yeah. No, you got pretty high stats in the things that you do. But celerity. What are the disciplines? Was there any particular discipline Philippe should learn besides the ones that he's got?
No, I think he pretty much.
Auspex, presence, and celerity. Very toreador.
I think
Yeah.
he's taken a bit of damage, maybe a dot in fortitude.
A dot and fortitude for Philippe.
But that would match his 1 stamina like real well.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do it. Fortitude. Philippe, you now have a dot and fortitude from being beaten up repeatedly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, it's true.
Anytime.
He has been on a lot of action.
I
That's
remember
true.
you falling off a roof and breaking your legs. Like, I've broken my ankles, so I know that's pretty
Right.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Speaking of Philippe.
Oh, and John will have been training you too, so you've got another dot and brawl.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Hey, you said he was training him in that sword thing. Don't forget.
Yep.
Just as a memory thing, no points. Just as a
Sure.
memory thing.
Okay. So it's yeah. Okay. So Philippe has a katana that he's been training with. Okay. Meanwhile, Alexei, you've been training with a short sword.
Hey, Philippe, do you want to go train? I see you've got a sword.
Right.
Different kind of sword, my friend.
Very different styles.
Different styles. I don't think I would impress you at all.
Okay. Alrighty, so it is now 6 months later, so if you want to go to Milan to party, you can. Look at that. I moved mountains so that you could party.
Okay, Bishop's had enough of this place.
Yeah, right.
He's worked on the train thing incessantly, like a soldier would.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, the order kind of tapped him on the shoulder and said, go and have a good time or something, you know.
That's pretty much what's happened. Yeah, you guys have gotten to the end of 6 months. You've done a lot of planning for Sam's mission, and you deserve a break. So they're like, okay, finally, you guys, your auras have cleared up. Uther's given you the okay. Fuck off, go and party. Don't come back until you're completely exhausted and you've, done all the things that you need to do and want to do.
And Philippe adds during the evening as they're on their way, either way, if they're all together, he says, you know what I am a bit worried about? I am a bit worried, Sage, that we might go and party and have too much of a party and then discover that we're in the thing that we have been planning.
That sounds ridiculous.
I know, but I am worried about it. It is working on my mind. It is working on my mind. Yeah.
Sorry, just to interrupt you there. Sage, how do you deal with your album release, etc., whilst staying at the mountain for 6 months? Do you go back to London, or do you make visits to studios and things? You don't have any aura issues, so you can come and go as you please.
Yeah. If I am allowed to do that, then yes, I would be going backwards and forwards.
All right. Incidentally, there is a music video shoot coming up for you in the next couple of weeks. It's being prepared at the moment.
Okay, cool.
It's got a $7 million budget.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, so how do you travel to Milan?
Can Philippe come and watch? Can he please?
Could be an extra.
Let's get some sports cars and
He gets on his knees to you.
Of course you can. Please, please don't do that.
All right. So you're traveling by convertible, did you say, Garth?
Yeah, why not? Let's get some real nice sporty convertibles and go hooning through the Italian countryside.
All right. So you go.
I'm on it.
I don't know. I look like some Italian sports car driver. I don't know.
All right.
Oh, you want to drive?
Can I get decks and drive checks from whoever's driving?
Yeah.
Lamborghini.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Maybe.
Lamborghini.
I'm not as good as you, but I can drive.
Cool.
It's an Italian car, that
One success.
Lamborghini.
What'd you get?
1 success.
1 success. Okay.
Like I drive the car.
Yeah, you're cruising around in the Italian countryside, and you wheel around the corner into the next road at this T junction, and you realize that there's a traffic stop there with some cops up ahead, and they clearly have seen you coming, and you come up to the traffic stop, and this cop comes up to the side of the car and bangs on the window.
Good evening.
He says, your license and your registration. Now, do you have a license and registration?
I can give him registration, I assume, if it's the orders car, but I don't have a license. Well, I don't have a Italian license. I have an English
You don't
license.
have an Italian license.
I give him
Okay.
my English license, which is a full license.
Okay, can you please step out of the car?
Yep, step out.
Okay, put your hands
Is he
here.
doing this?
I will.
Okay,
walk
put your
along the
hands
line.
on the car here. And they start patting you down. At which point he finds whatever guns, stakes, knives.
We're going to Milan for a party. I don't have anything like that. Just in
You're not
case something like
carrying
this
anything
happens.
at all?
No,
Really?
That's what-
Anything at all?
we're going to
No,
celebrate.
we're going to celebrate. We have no running.
So you don't have any weapons on you at all then?
No.
Okay.
No, I have to be honest.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen Barry leave any area without a gun and a knife.
I have
on
to say that Philippe might not have a weapon,
it. Yeah.
but I have to say that Bishop
Bishop's out.
would have a weapon.
Alex
yeah.
is also going by the whole don't shit in your own neighborhood sort of thing. So like,
Right.
if you just like run around shooting and stabbing
Fair enough.
people.
So,
even if it's
but no protection either.
I've got my fists.
Get your fists and your obfuscate.
And just I can pick up something and ram it through their head. So it's fine.
True.
I'm very strong.
All right.
Bishop
so
probably tried to get everybody to have a gun, but
all right.
Alex will be like, "No, remember, I don't. Not a huge fan of guns, bro."
So the cop writes you out a ticket, and he requests to see your place of your location where you're staying. You have some sort of proof of address.
I probably wouldn't.
Probably wouldn't. Okay.
excuse me, officer.
I've been staying with friends up Safali way.
Okay, so I want everyone out of the car. And the
Right,
cops.
everyone, get out.
All right.
How about?
Okay, so you all stand over on the side of the road, please, over here by the police car. And this is my offsider.
Good evening.
So female officer, she nods at you curtly. Evening,
Stand
by the
here.
way, Luke. Thank you for making it. Lovely to see you.
Try not to drop in and out if I get calls, but yeah,
No
that's
worries.
what I can do.
Do what you do. It's all good. Okay, so they put you over to the side of the road, and they start searching the car. Are they going to find anything in the car?
It's the order of the Mars vehicle. So
It's an Order of Mars vehicle.
is it not?
Well, I don't know. It could be. I don't know whose Order of Mars vehicle it would be, but
You just hired it and it turned up.
yeah, okay. It's a rent a vehicle. You rented it. They dropped it off at the town next to the mountain, and you went down and collected it. Okay, that makes
So
sense.
we actually might have paperwork then that says.
In which
where we
case, you
live.
probably would have some paperwork.
Oh, there we go. I
what's-
give them the paperwork.
all right. So they go through the paperwork, and you still don't have a license.
I've got an English license.
You've got an English license. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this guy tries to make your life as difficult as possible and drags us out as long as possible until finally he's got no legs to stand on and he's got to let you go.
I just try and be as
Um,
nice as possible because
Okay. All right. And so you will head into Milan, no problem. You get into Milan and it's very flat. There's a number of canals, number of big plazas and squares and some pumping nightclubs. Some of them bigger than others. Some are pokey little ones. What sort of nightclub are you looking to go to? And
There was one that we went to
A
before.
dive bar.
Where
No.
we met the Giovanni.
Right.
That one.
Okay.
Can't remember what it's called. Life me, but
Mm.
that
Right.
one.
That one.
It's like I think it might be something to do with the plaza
Creepy
or
dead
something.
things. No.
Some
Let me have a quick look. See here. Uh. So the nightclub, was it called Azad?
I don't think so.
No. I have a note next to the word nightclub with the word Azad in Milan. But all right, I'll believe you.
I don't truly remember it. I just know that that's where we met the Giovanni.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's nightclubs along the side of on the banks of the canals. Nightclubs in various places.
I
You're going to
pointed
go
out
to
a
that.
real dodgy looking one.
Well, you wanted to go to the one where you met where you met the Giovanni. I am just getting a list of nightclubs in Milan. Cavalli. Sounds like a good one. Nepentha. Bobino. The Club. Oh, wait. Gattopardo. All right. The Gattopardo. It's hard to say, hard to type.
Has Philippe been to the Gattopardo before?
Yeah, actually, Philippe, you are
Ah.
familiar with the Gattopardo. And the interior of the Gattopardo, there are big pillars holding up balconies with big wooden balustrades around them. This massive chandelier hanging in the center, and as you go in, there are fireworks going off indoors, which, as you go in, you might want to make self-control checks, please.
Is it? Is this the moment of frenzy and kill everyone?
Harry, who's here? Is it Bishop or Philippe?
I'm gonna.
Bishop or Philippe or Bishop and Philippe.
Philippe has been here.
Okay.
Bishop's going with everybody else.
Right.
Alex gets 2. All right, I'll roll for Bishop.
I'm using a willpower
Okay.
and 3.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is an even better club. I found another one. I'm changing the name
Okay.
because I can. This is the new name. Le Banque.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this the one we're in now?
Yep. Le Banque.
So
The bank. It's called-
One
Philippe,
success for Bishop.
One success for Bishop. Okay, well, Bishop, you kind of the fireworks go off and you kind of woof behind the freaking pillar because that was scary.
Is this not a vampire friendly location?
You last time you were here, it was.
last time I was here, it was.
Okay, well, let's go in and
Okay, there's people, singing and dancing and jumping around as they do. You can smell the blood in the air almost.
where did we leave Alan? He went to play ball.
Alan may be here.
Okay.
Oh, mind you, one small sports car. I'm not sure. Alan might be coming in another car.
Yeah, I think he would have made sense. Makes sense. to me
Him
anyway.
and John.
Right, him and John. Okay.
I can imagine those two having a chat on the way to the,
Oh God, yes. Okay. So you're looking around. People are dancing. Can you make perception checks, please? Luke.
3.
3. Nice.
Oh.
I don't notice anything.
You don't notice
And-
anything?
Bishop rolls
Yeah, Luke, if you you
One.
can hear me. One,
Luke the
okay,
Bishop.
cool. So yeah, how to integrate the doctor? I guess he's come along in one of the other vehicles with ghouls, and you guys all turn up outside at the same time and enter together. Sound good? Okay.
Yep.
And basically, Luke, for your information, this is like 6 months have passed at the mountain.
Oh, okay. Shit.
And I am going to throw some stats on your character for that.
Okay.
Where are you? Dr. Don Shipman. Yeah. Okay. So you're in the club. 3 successes for Sage, was it?
Mhm.
And what did Bishop get?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Sage, you noticed the Giovanni that you previously saw up on the top balcony with a number of other elite socialites. They appear to be laughing and dancing and mingling and such.
Right. I'll go into the dance floor down the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use awe because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is not right. Charisma performance 4, so 20 people.
20 people?
Mhm.
Okay.
Of all these, I'm dancing with all these people.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're dancing with 20 people.
Yes, I'm going to ignore the people upstairs for the time
Alright.
being.
Luke, I just chucked some dots on your character sheet to reflect 6 months of hard training with the Order of Mars.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. I hope I haven't violated your character concept. All right.
Gonna give him some firearms
Yeah.
because he needs it.
He's got 5 and firearms now. No, he doesn't. But he does have a little bit. Okay, so you've awed these people, and they're all dancing with you, and it's pumping and rocking, and people are coming up to you, and they're some of them are. Well, let me see. Ooh, oddly enough, nobody has recognized you, Sage.
Oh, I'm okay with this.
They're all hanging out with you because they want to hang out with you now, pretty much because of your presence, but not really because they know who you are.
A relief.
A relief. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. And Alan comes over to you. How are you doing, Sage?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere. Come on. I drag him off to a corner somewhere.
All right. He comes with you.
I
Are
sit
you
next to
going to buy me a drink or something?
him. I can buy you all the drinks.
Yeah, but there's only one drink that I want, Sage.
Oh, I see. Well, we might be in the wrong location for that. Let's see if I can find it.
All right, then, fine.
Look
Right.
around for the feeding room.
The feeding room. This club doesn't have a feeding room.
Is it one of those clubs with the red lights after the hour?
You don't know. It just seems to be a club. There doesn't seem to be any particularly special protocol.
Okay. I don't really know how to do this, Alan.
What do you want to do?
I was gonna give you some of my blood. But...
Well, he goes, "Why don't you bite your tongue and kiss me?"
Oh, okay. She'll do that.
All right. So
And then they make out for like
Right.
forever.
that makes sense.
Mm.
Okay.
That's a
Shipman,
clever idea.
what are you doing in the club? You're supposed to
No.
be blowing off steam, by the way. That's what you've been sent here for. You've done a lot of work for 6 months.
It's not really the place I'd do that, but I don't know. I think I'd be trying to appear human.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I'd probably be trying to have conversations with just regular people. It's
Okay.
about regular people
Do you,
things.
do you here's another thing. You guys have had 6 months in Italy. You can have a dot in Italian. Everyone speaks Italian now. Okay.
Is there another language I could
No,
have
it's
tried
going
to
to be
pick up?
obvious that you've only been there for 6 months and your Italian's not great, but
No,
you know,
enough to converse.
but you can converse. It's very clear that you're a foreigner until you get 2 dots in the language, or a specialty in the language, actually.
Is there like over that time? I already have
You have
Italian.
Italian? Okay, so you
Yeah,
can
I think
specialize
Alex
in it.
might already have it.
Could I?
Yeah.
You
I
can
was
have
wondering if I could
fluent
pick up
Italian.
I was wondering if I could pick up another, I guess another archaic language to do with magic.
Yeah, so Greek, Hebrew,
We'll go with
Sumerian.
Greek, eh? I think
Greek's
Greek
good.
seems pretty good.
Very good. Apopantos kakodaimonos. That is Greek for away, evil spirits.
Oh, I see.
So, eventually, having been there for a little while, fitting in, one of the Giovanni, or in fact, the Giovanni clique begins to move down the stairs, and they are making a beeline for Bishop and Philippe, or in fact, for Philippe, because he looks like the most party-going and social among your whole crew, except for Sage, who's busy making out with Alan, and nobody wants to talk to someone that's making out with Alan.
I'll be sitting off to the side, just nursing a drink, watching out for trouble.
Okay. So there's about 5 of them, and they're all wearing, very goth black long dresses, haute couture, a little bit like Lady Gaga crossed with Morticia Adams. And so this creature, we shall call her, swoops up to you, Philippe, amongst the crowd, smiling. And speaking in Italian, and of course you speak fluent Italian, Philippe, because this is your native country. She says, "Greetings. I've not seen you here for a long time." And if you speak to her, you will have to take yourself off mute, because I cannot hear a word of it.
I have been busy overseas for a while.
You have been overseas, I see.
I have bought a gallery.
Oh, I see. And you, if I recall, you are Toreador of the Clan of the Rose.
That is true. You recall it very well.
I see. And do you know who I am?
I do not have that pleasure.
She says, "Who is God?"
Who is God?
That is my name, Makalis. It is what it means.
Ah, a name of mystery and power. Interesting.
Interesting. And you have friends here?
Oh yes, I have many friends here, including that young man over there and that young lady over there.
I see. And have you been back in Milan for long?
No, I've just, it's been a few months. I have been here just for a few months, yes.
And have you seen the prince?
Oh, of course. Who would not see the prince?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
But I have not seen you in court.
Oh, no. It is,
So,
it is a privilege, but I find that, how can I say, I do not enjoy
what?
dealing with the politics of things.
Oh,
I am
you
not a
poor
very
child.
good politician, no.
I see. You poor child. It seems you need some protection. Perhaps you should come with me.
I would love to, but I am previously involved.
Involved?
Yes, in a situation.
How interesting. With who?
I'm actually here for one of my art pieces.
Oh, and which one is that?
It is in creation.
Oh, I see. I see. You realize that as you're speaking to her, her voice is making it into your head, despite the fact that there's a lot of noise in here.
I don't like that. I previously had an experience that Philippe is not happy with, so he's keeping about a mile away from anybody at the moment.
Right.
Once bitten,
Are you
Twice shy.
behaving any differently?
twice shy. Yeah, he's uncomfortable. He's really uncomfortable. She
I
might see
get up and
that.
stand over by him.
All right, you get over and walk over to Philippe. And who is this?
Oh, this is a very dear friend of mine.
She curtsies to you, Alexei.
I bow.
This
It
is
is-
my dear friend.
So nice to meet you. I am Michalis of
I'm
Clan
Alex.
Giovanni.
I
Do you know us? Do you know the Giovanni?
I have to say, I
Not
do not.
particularly, no.
No,
Oh,
no.
they call us the Clan of Death. But there's so much more to us than such superstitious nonsense.
I imagine it is the case.
Well, it is very nice to meet you. I should like to introduce you to my friends. This is Yusuf, Tarak, Rami, Ziad. They all bow and nod to you. Or Giovanni.
And he bows to them. It is my pleasure. But it's almost like he's holding on to himself, you know?
Right.
Holding on to himself and being very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you have plans for this evening?
I was hoping to get some dancing in, and as I said,
It
get
appears
more-
you've done that.
get more artistic ideas.
It seems that Toreador is looking for inspiration, says Joseph.
That is the exact word. That is the exact word.
We can give him inspiration, says one of the others.
And my companion, who is with me, can see now I'm moving off.
He's moving off, moving
He's-
away, backing away,
Yeah,
or
he's
is it-
kind of backing away a little. You know, you can see his feet moving a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Very well. Very well. They sort of just stand their ground and smile as you back away. So soon you must go, she says.
Yeah, I am sorry. It is, you know, I must continue with what I am doing. And
You
he,
must not fear us. You do understand that you are under the protection here of the Camarilla. They're very strong here, very powerful in the old world.
yes, I know this. Truly, it is just, I'm a little bit apprehensive. I've had experiences that make me apprehensive.
Oh, I am so sorry that you have felt this way. Is there anything that we can do to alleviate your fears?
Oh, no, I do not believe so. But his eyes are looking for. He's having a little panic attack, almost.
Okay.
He's having a little panic attack because
Put my arm on his shoulder. Just have my hand on his shoulder.
All right. So he's put his arm on your shoulder, Philippe.
Come now, Philippe. Let's go.
it has been my pleasure.
What is it that you are afraid of? Where are you going? Toreador, come back.
He just can't. He just can't.
You can't. Okay, so you retreat. You leave. Where do you
Yeah.
go? Do you guys run to the bathroom together, or what?
I have no idea.
he
I just
d-
let him.
he
let
goes-
Philippe lead me.
He goes to the men room.
You go to the men's room.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you go to the men's room, and there's a couple of people in there. There's like this punk dude doing his hair right now. Some other corporate looking dude's taking a slash. Some other dude's doing coke off the countertop, snorting coke there. I don't know whether Bishop's around.
I
Sorry, not
openly
Bishop,
console
Dr.
Philippe in
Chipman.
the middle of the bathroom, just weirdly.
Okay. So you give him a hug in the middle of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what was all that about, Philippe?
Do not know. It has never happened to me before. I just had. I just felt like there were too many of them, and I didn't know. My mind went back to England. Then the dance and the. I don't want to stuff up again. I keep stuffing up. I don't know what to do.
You probably also would have heard the rumors about these guys.
I have heard some things about them, and but I just don't know what to do. I have to sort myself out. I cannot be like this.
So are we going back out, or should we get a taxi and go elsewhere?
I think if you don't mind, I think I will go home. I have a home in Milan, an apartment.
I do not mind.
Can you tell the others I just went home?
I will do. Do you want me to wait for you until you get your ride?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. I will get a taxi.
All right.
Okay. So Philippe calls a taxi, and it doesn't take long because you're in the middle of Milan. You just hail a cab, actually. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And Philippe gets in the cab and drives off. Hold there, Philippe. Alexi, what do you do?
Head back inside and just go back to my drink and watching the guys, see if any other further trouble comes.
Okay. Alan and Sage, are you guys still making out in the corner?
I think we would have stopped, probably gone back to dancing,
Okay.
having dancing together.
All right. Sage, have you noticed any of the stuff happening with Philippe, or were you too busy?
I think I was probably too busy during that time.
Okay. All right. And as you're there dancing, you notice that there is this woman dancing kind of just across from you, but she's covered from head to toe in black robes. She's got like turbans wrapped around her hair, like she's got two ponytails. I don't know how you describe that. And each one is wrapped in black cloth, and it's bound around her head, so you can only see her eyes actually.
Really
and she's dancing, and these things are flopping around and shaking, and she's doing this almost robotic, almost insectoid kind of dancing routine around you, and you get the impression that she's using some celerity and some other disciplines just very gently, just enough to make it pop out and buzz, and she has everybody's attention, and she is slowly regaining the attention of all of the people that you awed when you first came in here, and now they're looking at her.
It's all right. I've got Alan.
Okay.
And if he looks anywhere else,
If he looks anywhere else,
I'm gonna just whisper in his ear to keep his eyes on me, because I can see that happening.
yeah, all right. He looks straight at her.
I slap him out of it.
What? Oh, fuck. All right. So he keeps dancing with you. And this kind of whispering that you're hearing in your head.
Yeah, we should really go, Alan. It's not good.
He's like, what is it?
I can hear whispering. I can hear whispering.
All right. He sort of looks at you and he goes, "You want me to go?"
I think we should go. I take her by the hand and we go to the
right. As you turn
front
to go,
of house.
You turn to go to the front of house, and you realize that she is now in front of you, blocking the exit. And on either side, the group of dancers has parted to form a kind of corridor, and it surrounds you. The crowd surrounds you and her. And she says, "Would you like to have a competition?"
What's the competition for? What's the prize?
And she clicks her fingers, and this new track starts up.
Uh-oh.
This, it's like a electro dance music / belly dancing Middle Eastern themed thing. And she starts dancing and she takes out these bells that she has on the ends of her fingers, and she starts dancing with a combination of different styles together, and she's really good. And she's challenging you to a dance off.
Oh my god. Right. I tell Alan
Yeah.
to find someone familiar.
I'll see you outside, eh?
Find someone familiar. Find Alexei, find Shipman.
He
Stay with
starts
them.
looking around. Is Alexei, Shipman, or Bishop here?
Oh, Bishop's here.
Bishop is
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just sitting off to the side watching over these guys to make sure no one finds us.
Bishop's playing Father Hen too. That's what he's been doing. He's been watching him. He goes over to Alexei and he says, "Alexei, what's up with Philippe?"
Oh, he's gone home. He well, you know how he's kind of a pussy. He I think those guys shook him up. He heard the fairy tales and.
I was just about to drink something. That would have. Don't make me laugh.
He's all right though. I saw him get in the taxi.
Okay, so he got himself in a taxi. All right. Where's he going? Back to the.
He's gone back to his house on the lake, I think.
Okay, well that's quite a ways from here.
Gone for a constitution.
He's got an apartment in town, and he's got a house on the lake, so it could be either of those.
Yeah, well, he just said he was going to his house, so yeah, I don't know. Take from that what you will.
All right. So
we should probably keep an eye on these two, though.
I'm going to.
I can see that. It's going to be trouble. Here we go.
You're going to make a dexterity and performance check.
Charisma performance.
No. This is dexterity and performance. You can spend blood though.
Fine. Their dexterity. Oh, it's for the same. It's literally both the same.
Okay.
Silly on me. I will, however, use a willpower point.
You're going to use a willpower point.
Yes. Yes, I will. So 5.
5 successes. Wow. Okay. Now you're prompting me to roll some dice. 5, you say. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 successes. Very similar. Okay, so we're going to do best of 3.
Okay.
Okay, so during the first song, the first track, you're doing really well. You're almost keeping up with her, but she has the home advantage.
I wonder if I could make my dance risky.
Make it risky. How
make it a risky dance.
You can make it risque.
Is it
the same thing? I do some burlesque.
There's some fire juggling.
Fire juggling. I mean, that would be risky. That would be risky. There are fireworks. There are fire.
Such an innocent way of looking at it.
Okay, what I'd like to I guess get on top of something and balance.
A table?
On top of a table, that would be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
make it risky.
Makes it a little bit risky.
Yeah, this is gonna end up bad.
Oh, just one?
Just one success. Well,
to be fair, I don't care.
Okay. with your one success, you know, you don't fall off the table and you manage to dance, but you're not doing a great job.
Okay, next one.
Okay, so that's
It doesn't really matter though, but
yeah, best of
it's
three. And
fine.
you want to try and win one at least, and maybe the last one would be a good one to win. So third
Fine.
track comes along.
Nope, nothing.
All right. I think that in line with Vampire version 5, whose rules I have been studying,
Ah, the social battles.
that's going to cost you a willpower point.
Ah, it already cost me a willpower point. To be honest, I don't really care.
Nah. Okay. So at that point, you've kind of been disgraced, and they're kind of, I think,
no.
they're all mocking you in Italian, and you know that they're mocking you because you can understand Italian.
I'm gonna speak English the entire time.
Okay.
Be like, oh dear. Sorry.
And they're like, get out, leave here. You don't have any place here. You have no talent. Be gone. Be gone.
No, I'm
like
completely talentless.
Street urchin.
Wait, I can't believe you approached me anyway. That's crazy. Like I clearly don't dance.
Can I see this?
You can see this.
Is this in the? I wanna jump in.
Okay.
To try and deflect embarrassment onto myself.
All right. How are you going to do that?
I don't know. Dance.
Yeah. And for goodness sake, Bishop's going to join in too.
What do I roll? What do I roll?
Okay, so this is Dex and Performance.
Yeah.
Alexi, can you roll Barry's Dex and Performance for him, please?
I sure can.
Thank you.
And also start saying, you know, I'm the best dancer in like broken Italian and stuff. One
success for Shipman. Okay.
All right, Barry got one
success also. Okay, so Shipman and Bishop have come in and they're like doing the Running Man or something.
Yeah. We do it, dance like an Egyptian, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, they do that. I'm gonna leave. I'm just like I mean, the Giovanni, they were always kind of bitchy to her anyway.
Right.
So there's no point in sticking around. I don't even know she's Giovanni. I don't really care. So
okay.
I grab Alan by the hand and I drag him along.
He's like, yeah, fuck those people. I don't know what the fuck was wrong. What was wrong with those people? Did you see that shit? What was that? All that? Oh my God, did you see Bishop dancing? He was doing the Running Man. I don't think I've seen anyone do the Running Man since like 1988.
The Italian Running Man.
Italian Running Man.
He goes past you lot, and Bishop goes past you lot and says, I come from Vietnam, fucker. I don't care.
I follow them because it seems like Sage may need medical attention after that burn.
All right. Okay, so you guys are all back out on the street now, I'm assuming. That includes the doctor?
Hey, Songbird, you can still out-sing him. Ha ha. Yep.
Was the competition over?
Apparently, I mean, Sage has left, Bishop's left.
Hey,
I probably would have petered out after I just left.
Leave with them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just sort of leave in a group, basically. And
let's go check out the Botanic Gardens or something.
As you guys are leaving, you see them standing up on the balcony, pointing and waving at you and giving fingers and shit, some of them. And then you notice like a bunch of their sycophant humans start following you.
I'm going to I'll like trail back from the group, and then when I get a chance, I'm just going to walk a different direction.
Okay, walk a different direction from the group.
I might go down an alleyway.
Like an alleyway. You want to make a some sort of subterfuge, streetwise Dex and subterfuge, in order to sneak off without them noticing.
Right.
You'll have to get more successes than their perception checks, though.
Well, I rolled a 5, so
you rolled 5 successes.
Yeah.
So anyone that can get more than 5 successes on a perception check may notice this. I'm assuming that Dr. Shipman is snorting coke every time he does that, just so you know.
It probably is.
I would be.
Because we're not allowed to use illicit
Okay, can
substances
someone
on the
throw
camera.
my perception, please?
Yep, I'm on it, man.
Thank you.
Valen wants to roll.
5
You
successes.
can too.
Five
successes.
Oh, okay. Does anybody else get 5 successes?
No, I get 1.
You get 1. Okay. Well, Bishop, you notice Sage sneak off down an alleyway. She sort of goes to the back and then disappears.
Oi! Oi!
I run.
Songbird! I'll
She's
show
running.
her. I'll look around for cameras
going
and
on?
stuff. Look around for cameras and stuff.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna Bishop, looking around for cameras and stuff, is making a perception and security check.
Yeah.
That's
Yep, perception. You want me to roll it or?
yeah, just yep. It's 7 dice altogether for you for that.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, you don't think there's any security cameras or anything special around here? It seems to be just an alleyway.
I go in a dark alley for a couple of seconds and celerity after her.
You're bursting down the
Yep.
alley after her.
Yep.
You kind of know where she is. Okay, so when you catch up to her, which you do,
So where you going?
do you like whip around in front of her, or do you ask her
Yeah,
from
yeah,
behind?
yeah.
Okay.
I just want a moment away from you all.
So I don't even get a goodbye or a hug or something?
I mean, I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, that's what they all say just before they leave.
I just
the
walked past
standing
him.
in
He's
Steps around.
rambling.
But listen, listen. Back in the day,
No, I
when-
definitely walk away.
and he just keeps going because he's trying to make a valid point. You know how old people.
I'm going to use movement of the mind on him.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I'm going to just lift him up and walk away from him.
Oh shit! So what do you do about that?
Fight back, Bishop. Fight back.
To be honest, I do have to
You did
roll,
the
and
running
I've
man
got-
for her.
I don't know if it's
What's
going
the
to work.
distance?
So
100
You have to roll to do
before
it?
he falls over?
Yeah.
How long does it last? Does she have to
No,
concentrate
it won't. It
on
won't. It won't lift on him.
Won't
No.
lift him? Why not?
Because I didn't roll 3 successes.
Oh, okay, okay. But so Bishop, you feel yourself being tugged up into the air, but not enough. And she's going. It's not working.
You look like you're constipated. Is there something wrong?
True.
You're looking very constipated there.
Yeah, I
not
walk away.
Back in my day.
Well, what did I do? I did wrong. He says, puts his arms out and goes, "What? But I be safe."
Okay, Bishop. She disappears around the corner. You turn around and you see 3 thugs walking down the alleyway in your direction. One of them drops a chain out of their sleeve. They
Evening,
start talking
gentlemen.
to you. They're speaking to you in Italian, one of them. And he says, hand everything over.
Okay.
Everything. On the ground in front of you.
And you using a bit of celerity, he pulls out his gun.
Okay.
Including this, you mean?
One of them dives to the side. The other one stands there and just lifts his hands up. Okay, you got us. That was really fast.
Bye-bye, gentlemen. For your own good, bye-bye.
Okay. And they turn around and they start walking back down the alley.
Run faster. Run faster.
Okay. Would you like to make a charisma and intimidation check, please, Bishop?
Yeah. Charisma and intimidation.
1.
One success. We're going, we're leaving. All right?
Good.
They get around the corner and disappear.
He puts his gun in the back of,
Yep. Okay. And so you head back down to where you left Alexei and the doctor?
Yep.
Alexei and the doctor, you've been walking down the street. 2 of these people disappeared behind you down an alleyway. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
I saw Bishop leave, but it's just like, oh well. But
All
I'll
right.
sort it out.
Okay, so you guys are still going this way. You notice that there's like 10 thugs coming in your direction, following you guys from the nightclub. They look like the sycophants of the Giovanni, based on the clothes that they're wearing. They look like they're wearing sort of costume gravekeeper type stuff, hoods and chains and stuff like that, a few tattoos and makeup. Yeah, they're getting closer. They're about
Right.
50 feet behind you now. They get to the
Doctor,
next.
I think it's best if we do the run. When we get around the corner, can you change your face?
I think we should talk to them.
All right. No, I'm down with that too. Let's do that.
I just want to hear their motivations, you know.
I'm pretty sure we'll find out their motivations if we try to talk to them.
All right. As they get closer, one of them, the one at the front, tall, skinny fellow, throws back his hood, and you see that he's got like a cross tattooed here and all of these dots on his face and stuff. All these tattoos all over him. They're all basically emblems of death. And he looks at you and he says, "Why you come here to Milan? You don't live here. Why don't you go home?"
Oh, we're about to do that.
And they start to surround you. They're like walking out on the street and surrounding you, both sides.
I tell him
I
to
don't
fuck
think
off in
so.
an intimidating fashion.
Maybe it's too late for that. And he flicks out this baton, this extendable baton comes out from his hand. You
Can I
ready for him?
headbutt him in an intimidating fashion?
You can headbutt him in an intimidating fashion. Yes,
What's Alan gonna do?
Is Alan here?
You
Oh,
two ran away.
I thought Alan went with you, but okay, Alan's here.
I just
Alan's in this weird like
They're in,
is he just in this encounter?
they're in,
football.
they're in real trouble.
Alan to challenge them to a football
How
game.
would I roll would it strength and intimidation? No, I don't know.
Yeah, you could make a strength and intimidation check like you would in D&D actually.
Five successes.
Fuck! 5 successes. Okay, so you break his nose with your forehead. Blood comes spurting out. And he's being knocked back. He wipes the blood off his face. And you see where his nose is and where it's broken. And he goes, and it just heals. And he goes, the blood comes back into his face. And he looks back up at you. Ha! Don't fuck.
Smile and let's go.
Huh?
I smile and go, let's go then.
Let's go then. All right. So,
That's what you want, right?
I think they can be reasoned with. They seem like intelligent.
I'm so
Vampires.
glad Philippe went home.
all right. Alexi, Dex and Dodge.
Four successes.
Nice. Okay. He comes at you with that baton, and you block it and throw it away. Throw it out of his.
Can I keep the baton? Actually, I don't have a weapon yet.
You want to take the baton off him? You can make a strength and something. Strength and.
All that training's working out, Alexi?
3 successes.
3 successes. You pull the baton off him, and he's like, "Fuck!" He starts reaching into his jacket for the next thing. Dr. Shipman, do you want to take an action at any point? Are you going to stand back?
Can I see into his eyes?
Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, he's looking at you guys kind of peripherally because he's fighting. So, he's not looking directly at you. If you can get his attention somehow.
I'll just walk straight up to him then, so he can only look at me.
All right. So, Alexi, you take the baton off him. He turns and he sees Shipman. Shipman says,
I'm gonna say I want you to beat the absolute living shit out of everyone here, everyone, including us.
Okay. And that's a suggestion. That's a command, basically. We're using.
Yeah, it's a command.
What's the name of that one?
Mesmerize.
Just dominate. Yeah.
Dominate, mesmerize. Okay, can you make a mesmerize check, please?
0.
Oh my god.
He goes,
And then I run away.
right. So you say, I want you to beat the shit out of everyone here. And he goes, yeah. He smacks you. Can you
I
make a
dodge
Dex and
that?
roll check? Dex and dodge check.
Oh boy. Fun. Yeah, 1. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, he hits you for
Oh.
for 1 level of non-aggravated damage with a punch in the ribs. You feel that.
I want to like
Pop on
pop
the
out
head.
my sleeve gun then.
All right. So
Just fire.
okay, can you make a Dex and firearms check?
I blow myself up.
Really? No.
2.
Ooh, 2 successes. 2 successes. He was not expecting that. You knock him onto the ground. He just goes. He lands on the street. On his back. Like half his face gone.
I'm gonna look up my sleeve. Shit.
And he's laying there, and there's like steam coming off his face from the heat. And the others are looking around, and they're like, "Fuck!" And
That's really cool, dog.
some of them just start running. A
Don't
couple
put
of them
too much,
stand there. You hear some of them
confidence
say, "We're gonna find you, and we're gonna kill you all," and then they just disappear. They leave. They slink off in different directions. This guy's laying there, and you see he's starting to heal, but it's aggravated because it was a incendiary round in that barrel.
Can you start headbutting him so we can take him with us?
Yeah, okay, I headbutt him. I also take his wallet.
Okay. He's on the ground. He's going to get up. He's not in torpor.
Well, I stake him with the baton then.
All right, so you're going to stake him. The baton's not wooden, but you would have a wooden. Oh, you don't have a wooden stake because
No,
you
I
didn't
don't.
bring any weapons, did you?
No, because we were supposed to be super cash celebration.
Right.
We had
I
one
just, like,
job
just
and
beat
we
the
fucked
shit
it
out
up
of him.
already.
All right. Well, I mean, you can keep beating him if you want to. That's certainly a possibility. But he's about to get up. You see him healing. You can hear bones cracking, and
Beat some reason into him.
He rolls over onto his stomach now, and he gets up onto his haunches. He's
I sit
starting to
down
get
with
up.
him. What's up, mate? What's going on?
He looks over
Pull
at
him
you.
down to me.
Who are you? Who are you?
I don't know, I figured you'd do that. You're the one picking a fight with us. We're just picking random fights.
This is not random.
Well,
You
then who are we?
fool! You crossed the Giovanni.
How'd we cross you?
I am not here to tell you things. I'm here to serve my mistress.
Yeah, look, we could have killed you right now. You know, you could be dead. We're
Well, we
not
still
killing you
could.
right now.
I take that. So what do you want?
What's going on?
I don't know. Only that I am told to follow you.
Am I
Beat
back
you.
here?
You come back? Yeah, you can come back around the corner behind these guys right now.
Hey there, Mr. Ugly.
My name is Christos.
Let's stick with Mr. Ugly, shall we?
Hey, mate, like, you gotta remember your mates are, Bishop. You just can't
Tell
go calling
your-
anyone ugly.
Tell your people this.
What?
Keep away from us, and we will keep away from you.
She told me you have not seen the prince here. You're not supposed to be here. You're barely legally in Milan.
He
This
knows
is
a
our
lot.
first night, actually. Like, so you know we've got 3 nights, right? Like, this is only night 1.
Yeah,
count.
whatever. Whatever. This a warning. You need to talk to your prince soon.
Let's hope you warn people better in future. It looked like it hurt.
If
This
I,
is a warning from the Giovanni. Your prince here is a Tremere.
if I see you again,
He turns and looks at you. What? You're going to kill me?
No, I'm going to cut your head off and give it to you as a gift.
I'll be prepared for you next time.
Oh, no, you won't, brother. No, you won't. So piss off now.
He
Or die right here. Your choice.
cracks his
I want to kick
knuckles
him in the head.
and fixes his elbow back into its joint, and he turns and he hobbles off. Unless you kicked him in the head.
No.
No.
All right.
Any excuse though.
Any excuse though. All right, so they've all gone now, and left you alone. And he's still wearing that really nasty hole in his face from Dr. Shipman's wrist blaster. He disappears around the corner.
Finally worked.
Give it
Giovanni got
one
there.
out of 10.
All right,
Oh,
gentlemen.
thanks.
Where do we go to from here?
No, that was kind of a good work warm up. Should we go find a dive bar and cause some trouble?
Alan's still there.
Alan's hiding, actually. Alan comes out from the next alley. He's like, is that fucking all over then, is it?
No,
Did you send
probably not.
that guy on his way?
We sent him on his way, but he'll want
Sure did.
revenge.
Man, there
It's
was
a
like
normal
10 of
thing.
them. There's like 10 of them, mate. I've been in fights with like people like that. They're fucking crazy. They'll kill you.
You just take the biggest one and make them regret it, and they sort of change your life choices after that.
Well, yeah, I saw what you did there. I mean, I was just standing here in the dark, basically watching. But fuck, man, that's real tough of you guys. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
the thing is, they're going to come back with about 20 more very shortly. So either
So-
we sit around and have a real big fight, or we leave.
I don't know. Part of me's in for the sit around and have a real big fight.
Me
But
too, really. They
They'll
did
be
say
vamp-
celebrate.
They'll be vampires.
We don't have to worry about killing mortals.
That's true. That's
But
true.
no.
man.
I don't think they'll see it as the casual bit of fun we will. Like, I think they're kind of trying to be serious.
Yeah, they'll take it seriously. And the Giovanni, from what I hear, rumor, mind you, can
I've
be
seen their
vicious
ghosts
little
on it.
buggers. They can bring you back to life, apparently.
would
Anyway, I
actually
think
kinda
that's
suck.
bullshit. Yep.
Right. Shall we get out of here then?
Yeah, we better.
Right. You coming, Alan?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm out of here. Let's go.
Hey, Doc, you coming too?
Just drag him along. Just drag him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're coming along. Cool. Cheers, bro.
Damn it. That bugger's disappeared again.
All right.
I find if you just ask him nicely, he'll just generally follow along without saying much.
Right. Okay, so Sage, where are you now?
I am just wandering the streets.
Yep.
Getting some alone time.
Okay.
And trying to familiarize myself. You never know when you're gonna need to know where's
Your way around.
your way around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you see a park, you see some lovers in the park, you see some bums in the park. You see some stalker stalking the lovers in the park.
He's seeing lovers' bums in the park.
Some lovely bums in the park. Park the bums.
Okay, should I do something about the stalker? I'll just stay there for a bit.
You watch him watching them making out.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna walk up to him.
Right.
Aren't
He's
they cute?
what? Probably an Italian accent version of what?
Yeah.
He's okay. What the?
Spaghetti.
Dude looks around at you. He sort of looks scared, like, what the fuck? Where did you come from? In fact, he says that. What the fuck? Where did you come from?
I'm just taking a walk and I saw you having a look at them. Are you a friend of theirs? Or
We're making a movie.
Really?
Yeah, we're planning
Bullshit. And I'm gonna use whatever it is
whatever it
um,
is.
to incite them.
That thing to insight them. So
Is it
empathy,
empathy,
and perception and empathy. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
Oh, fair enough.
No.
I'll leave him.
Right. You hear him. All right. Very good. Everybody else, you go back to somewhere, do something, I assume.
Yeah, I assume we if we decide to head back to the mountain, we'll try and give Sage a call, but or at least give her a message to let her know that we're out.
What's the time?
It's relatively early. I would say it's about 11:30 now because yeah, you went out specifically to party this night, so it's you started early.
Time to leave then.
Do you guys think I'd look good in that Lamborghini?
Are the
Reckon
windows
Somebody
tinted?
else's maybe.
What do you mean somebody else's? I haven't even got one yet. I'm just wondering, would it suit me?
You don't have a Lamborghini, Bishop?
No, I don't have a Lamborghini.
You got
Do you
all
know
this
how much
stuff
they
and-
cost?
Not
You-
that much.
You like gave me all this money to set up a medical unit.
Yes.
Sure, you can get a Lamborghini.
Oh yeah, but do you think I look good in a Lamborghini? I mean, or like an old man trying to be a
A
young man?
Lamborghini makes you look good, Bishop.
You reckon? You reckon?
I think so.
Or maybe I could get a copy of James Bond car.
I reckon you
Oh,
should
the
get
Aston
something,
Martin?
you know, a bit older and
Aston
nicer.
Martin. Pardon me?
Get a real nice 60s car or something like.
What, like a
Would you fit in an Aston Martin?
I have no idea personally, but you know, something real nice, like
Would Bishop fit the
a
nest?
classic Aston Martin or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm not sure if I'd fit in an Aston Martin.
Get a Mini Cooper.
Just Bishop riding around in a mini. Mr. Bean's mini.
What's
Just
that
run over
three-wheel
by a
thing he
tractor.
drove?
You know, we should not have got involved. We should not have got involved in violence.
It kind of involved us.
We should have talked our way out. I'm sure that Paige would have talked her way out. She would have talked her way out.
Sage.
Sage, Paige, whatever.
We're
her
on the
name
wrong
is.
page.
I mean, the night's young. Is there still a chance to do that?
Yeah. Well, I know I don't want to pop in on the Giovanni and say, hey,
Why not?
we'd like to talk this out. No, because they'll kick our prospective asses, I think. Anyway.
I don't know. After seeing Philippe's reaction, I just assumed it wasn't going to be good.
Well, for once he got it right, actually.
Why don't we break the norm and do it?
Look, my mission on this team is to keep you lot straight and sensible. All right? So, at least that's how I see it tonight. Tomorrow it'll be different. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go to someplace else. Okay, choose it. I know
Go
what.
see the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
Go to the Botanical Gardens.
Except you're in the wrong place for the Sistine Chapel.
Isn't Sistine Chapel in Italy?
No.
Where are we in Italy?
You're in Milan.
I thought Sistine Chapel was in Italy.
No,
Not
it's
in
called
Italy?
the Domo.
That's a little
Domo.
bit churchy, don't you think?
Philippe said it's called
Sistine
the Domo
Chapel
something.
may well be in Milan too, to be honest.
The square. You go into the square.
Oh, there's a big
That's
square.
in the Vatican.
Yeah, big square.
That's in
It's-
Rome. Okay.
It's called the Domo something.
Domo Arigato.
Yeah, the Domo Aragata.
It's definitely not that. That's Japanese.
But it's
just-
the Domo something. It's a big chapel. It's big.
Oh yeah, we're in Milan. We're not in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bloody big. I've seen it
Wow.
on the roof. You can literally go on the roof of the thing. Philippe says,
Wow.
but you
Okay.
got to pay
Philippe's
for it.
not there.
Ah.
No, I'm saying
Philippe's
this
not
is
there.
what Philippe
But
says.
if the
But
night's
Philippe-
young,
right.
we could
Philippe does
engage
say a
with
lot.
some locals and
Especially
you
when
know,
he's not there.
It's what he said some other time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And since he says a lot, you know.
Phoenix Bishop is repeating what Philippe once said.
Yes.
You see, it's
He
all
once
about.
started rabbiting on about this bloody place that you could get on the roof of, and there's a big bloody mall and something about a balls that you stand on for luck.
Wow.
That's what he said. I asked him to explain it, but he said no. And he buggered off talking, and I couldn't hear a word he was saying after that. But it's something to do with you go into this mall, this giant fucking mall they apparently have, and you have little pictures on the ground, and one of them is a bull, and you got to stand on his balls for some reason.
Sounds like the bull in outside the stock exchange in New York.
Because apparently each picture depicts different parts of, Italy, different major cities in Italy and stuff. Some shit like that. I can't remember exactly what he said because, he goes on and on. And now I'm doing it, see?
I don't know. I think if the night's young, we should indulge in the nightlife. You know.
Come on, let's go and see this mall then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
let's invite
going-
Sage. Where's Sage?
Piata something.
Well, Sage is nowhere to be found unless you call her phone, perhaps.
I'll call him.
Send
you
her a
call
text message. We're off to here.
All right, and are you going
Don't get
to
yourself murdered.
various places, plazas, botanical gardens, chapels? Putting me
Jumping
to sleep with all
fences.
your tourism.
See, why is it that little bugger's never around when we actually need him for something?
Which one?
Philippe,
What do we need him for?
well, he could have shown us nightclubs, he could have told us about that bloody place with,
Oh,
that
we can
place.
ask the
But he would have
humans.
told us about it at end. At least now we're doing it quietly.
Good point. Excellent point.
We
Right.
should find some
There's only
drunk
so much we
Italian
can be told
humans
about a
and get
garden.
us to show us around.
It's not a bad idea. Let's find a drunk Italian.
Yeah.
We should probably dodge on
Make
graveyards
them
and
get
new
up to
places our
mischief
friends would
and
hang out, though.
disappear when shit gets dicey, you know.
Knowing Sage, she's out there somewhere calming the world.
I'll call
Flirting
Sage
with
and
strangers.
tell us
Or
tell her
writing
to
a
come.
song. Nah, you might be interrupting her song. She might be thinking of an Italy song or something. I hate spaghetti in the winter or something.
Oh, they don't hate spaghetti.
Italians have spaghetti.
Yeah, but they don't hate it.
How do you?
Well, some of them might.
So I love spaghetti in the winter.
That is.
Like, I don't like spaghetti. It's like ong and
But you're not
chicken.
You
Italian.
Italian?
Like, what is with it?
Maybe
No.
maybe they're sick of the fucking spaghetti. You know?
Nah,
Like if it
impossible.
was just normal, like macaroni or something. That's like that's real pasta.
Right.
I mean,
Spaghetti. Ah.
I'm gonna call Sage.
You call
Alright.
Sage. Sage, your phone rings.
I answer it. I'll be sitting on a park bench somewhere, just
Okay.
watching a
Thinking
fountain.
I hate spaghetti.
Hello, Sage speaking.
Hello, it's a Shipman. We're gonna find a bar that isn't a vampire bar, just a human bar, and indulge in our humanity.
you better
Alright,
tell
you
her
know-
to
Would
watch
you
you
out
like
know
for
to
that's-
the-
join?
That's
Oi.
a poor choice of words.
Sorry,
you
we're
better-
gonna find a human bar and make them do bad things and then
Shipman,
be
you son of a
entertained by it.
bitch. Listen. Tell her that we pissed off the Giovanni, so to watch out for the Giovanni.
They were
Oh
already
yeah, we
pissed
also
off
pissed
when it
off the
happened.
Giovanni.
They was already pissed off.
Oh, let's be honest here. They're all assholes.
Yeah, but tell her to be safe. Tell her to be safe.
Are you gonna come and join us?
Yes. I need to. Yeah.
Yes.
I need to see Alan again. I miss him.
We are still. We are.
It's only
Tell
been
her
a few
we're-
minutes.
Tell her we're standing by a giant church in the middle of the city.
Okay,
I
we'll
can
wait
hear
for
him.
Sage.
Oh, so
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no noise cancellation on 1999 mobiles.
All right.
I'll go over there and then I'll run up to Alan. Just
All right. Puts his hugs around you.
Mm.
Yes. Very good.
miss you.
He kisses you.
Aw.
I- Oh my God! Could you two, bloody, find a room somewhere?
Yeah, all right. Leave off. Jesus Christ.
You just wanted me to
Fucking-
get here.
No.
Fucking jealousy.
No, you're
man.
telling me to leave.
No,
Yes,
They
very
haven't
much so.
breaking violence laws. They can break indecency laws. I'm sure it's fine.
So
I'm
team,
not
let's
jealous.
engage in some human Italian culture.
Yes, let's do that.
Well, you can hear that there is, in fact, a mass going on inside the church right now. Midnight mass is about to start.
Oh, I don't
God.
think we.
We'll skip
I
that.
don't
That
think
would-
we should go
Alright.
in there. No, no.
I don't really like overly religious bullshit.
That would be kind of funny.
So
actually.
you have fun with that. I'm going to.
Oh, I'm not going to go in there. No, no.
I think
no,
Alan and
no.
I we should go back
no,
to the
no one
hotel.
has said that. The DM has said that.
I am not going into that place over there. I mean, I spent my life burning those down, not keeping them up. So let's
I thought
Where
we
we
found a
going,
bar.
Sage?
Let's
Maybe we
find a
should
bar.
dive into that. You burnt a whole bunch of churches down? Like in the picture of yours?
Wait,
didn't the
what?
picture say I did?
Wanna
Oh,
wanna dive into that just a little bit more?
Can you draw a bishop?
No, we're
No,
not
Philippe's
diving.
picture.
He looks at you real serious and
If
goes,
Philippe's not here.
we are not diving at all. Get me? Right? Not even you.
You're the one that
No.
started it.
All right. I
All right,
forgot
let's wander the city of Milan, find
Okay.
an interesting bar, and
Let's go northeast and see what we find.
All right. So wandering around, you find a number of other bars and restaurants and clubs. They all look pretty human. There is a club that has a flag of a rose flying outside of it.
Shall we go in?
Yes.
We've already pissed off the Giovanni. Let's try for the Toreadors.
Why would they be here?
It
Oh,
might not
right,
even
yes,
be
yes.
Toreador.
Rose, up there, look.
Let's see if
Yes.
they've got a pool
Gangrel
table.
like roses too. I like roses.
I don't know. I think if it's
Okay, just
vampire
ruin
influence, we
Markavians.
should leave.
Ruin my moment. That's all right. All right.
Doc, do you want a game of pool if they've got a table?
Yeah,
If it'll make everyone go in, yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll go in.
Okay, so you head into the club, and usual stuff: people dancing, people doing drugs, people getting drunk, people. The smell.
No dancing stage.
Overwhelming.
Thank you. All right.
What? Why not?
You cannot dance,
You know
darling. I love you dearly, sweetheart, but you cannot dance. You suck, especially when you're on a table.
I'm gonna
Look,
slap
you've had
him.
those Giovanni friends so angry somehow with your dancing.
Dixon brawl. I'm gonna try and slap you.
That's
I'm
why
not
we
good at
got
this.
ambushed.
Okay, 2 successes.
I'm gonna dodge it. I'm gonna try and dodge it. Probably get 1 success. Like,
Are they doing this in front of everyone at the bar?
Oh yeah, of course they are. What?
Sounds like it.
Gotta roll some dice.
Okay.
He's pissed off.
He's buggered off.
Yep.
Somebody roll me some dice.
All right. So
I'm
William-
actually here.
are you
Okay.
there?
Oh, you're still here. Hello, there you
What
are.
die? Sorry.
Ah!
Dixon
Probably
dodge, I
Dixon
think.
dodge,
Dixon dodge.
yeah.
Some dodgy decks.
One success.
Excellent. I slap you.
Are you dodging? Are you Dixon dodge with 1 success? I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she slaps you. Whack.
I
Wow.
can see you don't like critics. Okay. Let me put it this way.
Just because I'm off my game tonight doesn't mean I'm bad at dancing. Okay?
Well, go with
Why don't you put your foot in your mouth a bit more, Bishop?
go with Soccer Boy and get yourself back on your game.
I think you need to explain that to the Giovanni, not us.
Yes. Absolutely.
We're your friends here.
Yeah, we
Are
love
you?
you. We love you.
I'm gonna pull Ellen aside.
Hey, Sage. Look, I know, but these fellas did stop a whole bunch of those bastards from following you down the alley. And I don't know, maybe they would have found you and beaten the shit out of you, because that's what they're planning to do with these guys. And actually, Dr. Shipman showed remarkable fucking heroism this evening, by the way, when he pulled that, what is that thing you've got on your arm? Anyway, he fucked up that vampire.
Does it, Doc?
It was a regular badass.
I did this time.
That guy
I'm glad to
he called
hear.
himself Christos, the guy with the cross on his head and the shit on his face. That guy, Christos. Yeah, fucked him up good. So I don't know, just saying, they are on your side, Sage. Don't think that they're not. They are. You just, I don't know. Not going to say anything else, all right?
Do I remember who has the keys to the car?
I throw away the keys.
You got the keys?
I'm gonna walk out and I'm going to find that car. I'm
Okay.
going to blow off some murderous steam by driving recklessly.
All I did, gentlemen, was say to her,
So
she
gets
doesn't dance well on a table.
Does Ellen want to
And
join?
She doesn't.
I want to pull Ellen aside.
And to be
Oh,
fair, we
it's
took it
not.
a whole lot better than the Giovanni did.
Dr.
so-
Shipman pulls Alan aside. What is it?
Look, Ellen,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see a pattern with the way that vampires interact with each other.
Yeah.
I'd
Fucking
kind of just like to experience, I don't know, some drunk shit talking as humans do. Can you do that for me?
drunken shit talking. Like,
Yeah, instead of being afraid of the Giovanni. And
Are you
I just
kidding
want to
me?
hear
He's
some.
a football hooligan. Of course he can do drunken shit
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, I just,
I'm a little bit confused. Like, what are you asking for here? You
We
me
want you to
I
get
just want to
drunk so we can
experience a
watch you be
human
drunk.
conversation.
Right. Okay. Hang on a minute. Sage, what are you doing? Sage, are you getting in that car? He comes over to the window. Are you going somewhere?
I need to get out of here. I need to drive really fast and away from these guys.
Okay. Ellen is going to make a self-control check. 2 10s and a 4. He looks over his shoulder and he says, Sage, hold on 1 minute. He goes back to the doctor. He goes, look, I got to keep my eye on Sage. I will hook you up with some human shit talking later on, if that's all right with you.
Nando's for you.
Fuck off. Goes and gets in the car.
Right, Dick's Drive.
Dixon Drive.
And
Alan-
Bishop
Nice.
goes, you
Alan
go
can
to the
see.
wife now, boy. You go to the wife.
Alan puts his seatbelt on when he gets in the car.
Do I hear that as well?
You can make a perception check.
Okay,
Perception alertness.
4.
Ooh,
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. Because
I thought someone that's you're not blood bonded to us yet, or are you?
you should be. You should all be
no,
bloodbound to one
no.
another.
Well,
But
no.
that doesn't stop
Oh,
him from having.
Can
a
I
sen-
assert
I'm emotionally getting
that
hurt by
everyone's
you.
blood bound
have-
to me?
You can have family.
That doesn't
I
stop
tell
him from
Sage
having
to
a sense of
stay?
humor.
I am not looking at you. And
No,
also, you
Can I
can do
tell
it anyway.
Sage to stay?
You can't.
She's
ask
blood
her.
bound to me.
You can ask her to stay.
Stay, Sage. I want you to stay.
No, thank you.
She's bloodbound to the will of the group.
Sage,
That's really rude.
Sage, I will let you
The group
slap my
wants you to
other
stay,
face
Sage.
if you
God
stay.
damn- no, I'm just gonna. I'm driving already. I rolled 5 successes,
Five
so I'm not gonna
successes.
waste that.
Okay.
I'm out of
Sage
there.
I
tears
don't know.
off.
Let her go. Let's do her own thing.
She's
He
off.
seems to want to die or something like that, so let's let her
Alright.
do it. You know, who are we to stop her? I mean,
Sage, how long is this driving spree gonna last? Is it an hour? 10 minutes?
I think I'll
Till dawn?
go out of town and I'll go to Philippe's.
Okay. All right, Philippe.
Philippe is doing the prince's portrait, starting it off,
Okay.
sketching it out.
Okay. This is which prince? This is
The London prince.
Angelus. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and this is out at your townhouse out at is this at the lake or is this your
I've gone to the lake.
okay, so she's going to the right place then.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so when you get to the lake house, you can see the lights are on.
Yeah.
And Philippe, you see a car coming up your driveway from the road, which is about a mile away from the road because it's a big estate in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Okay.
Car pulls up. It's a Lamborghini. Oh, that's the one that they took out earlier this evening.
I'm going really fast.
Spins around in the driveway with her 5 successes. She does like a John Woo move and basically slides the car up to the front door, opens the door, and steps out.
Yeah.
I think the
Dubs
Terminator
start
does
flying
that.
over.
Right? Oh, Barry's off. All right.
Are you right? You're right, Alan?
It's like, yeah, that was impressive as hell. The fuck did you learn to do that?
Just do it.
Wow.
You just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Oh,
Yeah, you just do it and it
You've
happens.
been reading too many fucking slogans, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I really needed to
Whose house is this?
unwind. This is Philippe's.
All right. You
Come
go to the so you go to the door, and he's like, "Do you ring the doorbell or what? Are you gonna knock? What are you gonna do?"
I'm going to I'll knock.
Philippe, incidentally, is the door unlocked or locked or what? And is John here?
John is here, definitely.
Okay. So he'll probably come to the door then.
Yeah, he knows where all the stuff is. You know, where all my places are.
All right. John comes to the door and he opens it and he says, "Well, it's a nice surprise to have you all here. Why don't you come inside?"
Just the two
Alan?
of us, actually.
Oh, just 2 of you. Oh, that's good. Easier to contain. Come inside.
Because we run rampant.
He closes the door behind you. Philippe, your friends are here, some of them. John comes out into your studio and takes off his glasses. I think her name is Sage and her friend Alan. He's a good guy, that one, Alan.
Oh, they can come in. I cover the picture.
Cover the picture, okay.
Yeah, cover the sketch at the moment. Yeah.
So Sage, you come in as you can imagine, it's an easel covered. Philippe covered in paint.
It is good to see you all.
Hey, how's it going? What you up to, eh?
I'm
Doing a bit of work
painting.
here.
I'm working. Yes.
Well, don't have to stop on our account. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
I needed to drive somewhere because Bishop was being a magnificent asshole.
And how is that different from how he normally is?
That's true. Maybe I'll reevaluate my feelings on him.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Maybe the stress. I mean, he has been training for months and months, and he's been training some of us. You know. Yeah. You know, you gotta let things fly. How did it go? Did everybody enjoy their evening out?
I'm sure they had a ball. You'll have to ask them. All right, I'm gonna get a.
We're all in town with Bishop still.
Right. Alan.
I want Bishop to arm wrestle a human.
And he bloody does.
I'm
So
gonna get
basically
a,
You guys are out clubbing and abusing your powers, right? Sage, what?
I was gonna get a canvas and start painting
I see.
on my own. It's
Wow.
gonna suck, but
Philippe, are you going to give her a canvas?
Philippe,
I grabbed
Philippe-
one anyway.
Philippe does go and get her a canvas.
Thank you.
She's just grabbed one, dude. She's
Yeah.
not waiting for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start painting.
The paints are over there.
Alan's
is
like,
that what I'm gonna paint?
aren't those worth like $50? Fine, whatever. All right.
You know what? Grab a paintbrush and we can do one together.
So yeah, Philippe, I don't know if you heard about it, but they got into a bit of a rumble in the town tonight.
Who did they get in a rumble with?
Who did you call those people again, Sage? What did you say the name was? The Giovanni or something? What's it called?
Giovanni.
Julien's.
Giovanni. The Giovanni.
Giovanni.
So Philippe, you know of the Giovanni, and you know they're a right bunch of twats, and you know that they're actually pretty powerful in the city, and probably second only to the Tremere, who are in control.
They are pretty powerful in the city. Second only to the Tremere. And you just may have bitten off more than we can chew.
I'm sure it'll be fine, Philippe.
Yeah, come on, Philippe. We've got like the whole order of, you know.
You can't say it.
You can speak about them here. There are no bugs.
Yeah, it's not. No, I can't say it. Sorry. Just the order of Marmite.
Yeah,
What
I
is
know
that?
the one you mean. I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, you two paint over there, and I will paint over
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna roll now. Oh my god.
All right.
Just 2.
2 successes. Okay.
Yep.
So
What about Alan?
do
How
a
does
nice.
he do?
Oh, is Alan painting as well
Yeah,
now? Is he?
We're
Oh
painting
my.
together like romantically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
These
Alan's got
two are
quite high
costing me a
dex,
fortune already.
so he's got very low art. Alan gets a 9 and a 6, and he draws a little house with a farm on it, near it, and it's very quaint. The effect of the sunshine coming through the trees on the house's roof is that's the painting. Like everything else is kindergarten, but that's fucking great.
I'll do
And
something in the
shadow
sky.
dynamics.
I will do like something starry, slightly like astrological.
Mhm.
Probably got a lot to do with her her hermeticism, like training.
Okay.
Yeah, just something up in the sky. It would be cool.
So do you want to make
chuck a dragon or a snake or something?
Okay. Yeah.
Snaking its own tail.
Yeah. Or Orbis.
Or yeah.
Is
What am I doing? Sorry.
Dex and actually a cult.
Okay.
That's just for
This
fun.
is so weird. Weird roll.
Range roll.
Yeah. 3.
3 successes. It's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, before so we're going to leave the scene with you guys painting. Alexi and the doctor and Bishop, you guys are in a bar arm wrestling. Is that right?
Here we go.
Arm wrestling,
Sounds good.
drinking, shenanigans.
I'm just cheating.
You're cheating.
I'm
spitting
just
blood.
watching.
You're just
Well,
watching.
no, I've just got potents, so I just.
Right. So you're just bamming them down,
You
basically.
can't cheat, Alexi.
You're like, oh, poof.
It's not like you can turn it off.
Okay, so cool. Well, if you guys are okay with it, can we leave our session there?
yeah.
How are you gonna get home? I got your ride.
And call the ambulance.
Always a good way.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah,
well, thank you all.
Caitlin didn't show
Caitlin?
up because she took longer than she had anticipated.
Oh, shit happens. Mother's Day. For those of us that have mothers, we weren't spawned.
Yeah, who's got a mother? Well,
spawned in the spawning pits of the Urukai. I have no mother.
I don't believe in it. It's nonsense. Another nonsense
same deal.
holiday.
Lies. All right. Stop recording.